Yeah. Hey, we live now, really. Hey, we live now, really. Hold on. Really? We live? Hold on. Can you see me? What's going on, my beautiful people? Welcome on in. Yes, you here with yours truly, Relly, aka Relly Gemz, aka Mr. Wilson. Hey, whatever you call me, you can call me man, you can call me Relly, you can call me Relly Gemz. Just whatever you do, don't call me collect. Nah, I'm playing. But hey, we back down like SmackDown. And yes, we back like we never left. Did you miss me? Hey, but nah, what's going on with my beautiful people? Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. Um, I wasn't expecting to get back on stream tonight. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But the fact that I'm here, you're here, it's like, why not, right? Nah, but regardless though, man, I hope y'all all having a great night. I hope life is good. I hope the life is treating you well. I hope, whatever you're doing out here, wherever you're at out here, you living your best life and you continuing to just, do your damn thing. At the end of the day, you deserve everything and more. So continue to grind, continue to work, and go get whatever you want. But before we get started, can you please do me one favor? Please. Asking for a favor, please. Can you make sure you send this to your mom, your friend, your best friend, and your pops, your daddy, your cousin, your brother, friend, sister of another friend. Let Johnny, let Timmy, don't forget to let Susie too. Send this to everybody, please. Seriously, send this to everybody. All right, because we don't want them missing these gems. All right, this is important, extremely important. You can't keep on keeping all these gems to yourself. That wouldn't be right. All right, but yeah, we back down like SmackDown. We back like we never left. Today we have a few topics that I want to get into. Definitely, we're gonna talk about the Nolan Wells case, and then I want to react to Druski and Coulda Been records. And honestly, I think this might be one of his funniest ones yet. Maybe I'm overhyping it, but I saw the trailer, I saw a couple clips, and I'm like, you know what? Why not? You know what? Why not? I've had a long day, had a busy day, got a lot of stuff done today. But we back down like SmackDown, and we back like we never left. So why not? Why not? But as far as this Nolan Wells case, though, yes, yes. Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's getting spooky out here for more reasons than one. And with it getting spooky, it's a lot of things that we got to discuss, and it's a lot of things that we don't have to talk about. I'm not gonna lie to you. And you know, with things like this and a case like this, you just sit back and you hope for the best. But sometimes with our society, especially in America, how things are, it's hot out here. It's hot out here. And yeah, yeah. Let's just say where this case is going is going to be interesting. It's going to get I want to say a lot crazier before things start to settle down, because I think we just get into the nuts and cranny of this whole ordeal. This Nolan Wells case has turned over, I want to say a lot of people feeling like they're bold, feeling like they're courageous all of a sudden, and feeling like they can say and do whatever they want. And for those of you who continue to send threats to these families and all the people involved, please stop. It's actually not right. Regardless if you think the boys are guilty, regardless if you think they did it, regardless, let it play out in court. Let it play out in where it matters, because we ultimately don't have a say so. We ultimately are just sideline spectators, just like everybody else. And with that being said, man, it's tough. It's tough because obviously we all want the best for Nolan Wells, and we want his family ultimately and him to, get justice. And the fact that it's been such a long time and he hasn't received justice, we understand that. It's unfortunate. But with that being said, all we can do is just continue to, pray for the best and continue to spread his name, spread his family's message around, and hopefully it continues to draw more attention. Now, with that being said, we got to go ahead and get to it. Nancy Grace, she's on the case. But before we get to Nancy Grace, My guy, Secret Service Sam, had, I think, an epiphany. He really did. And I want to play his epiphany really fast for my audience. So let's listen to Secret Service Sam coming down. Yes, Nolan Wells, the topic ain't going nowhere, and we still here covering it.
Sam here for Nolan Xavier Wells. And I just had a thought. If you're wondering how big this cover up is, think about all those people on the island. Warren himself said it. There were hundreds of people. Boats were on top of each other. And we only have one video that pans the island for a second, and we supposedly hear that, give my effing phone back. Then Officer Race Tatum posts the pictures of the 7 boys allegedly on the boat. And then there's like a rope that looks like it's being towed, but that looks photoshopped. It looks like a fake rope. And just ask yourself how big this cover up must be that all of those kids, all under the age of 21, and there's no video, there's no pictures. Why would the friends delete their social media accounts? Because, of course, they probably took photos and pictures from that day. But you're telling me there's not more than one video that has emerged? There was that other video where they thought they saw Nolan on the boat, that, the real daddy, little daddy, Mac daddy, whatever the boat's name is. So possibly only 2 videos from that day on the 4th of July. There's nobody playing beer pong. There's nobody chilling in the water. There was a fight. We know there was a fight because Trayston told, oh, yeah, man, he got into that fight. And you're going to tell me that nobody picked up their phone and started filming that fight? I can't believe it. In this day and age, it's not possible. This is not 1980. This is not 1990. Everybody has a phone and a camera and social media apps that encourage you to film everything. So ask yourself that. This cover up is so big. If it was an accidental drowning, nobody would have deleted their social media accounts, and we would see video and photos from the entire day documenting that entire day. And ask yourself this. Why did the boys decide to leave at 4:30 p.m.? Was it because their boat was taking on water, or did something happen? Because to me, that's odd behavior. Why would you get there at 11, only stay for 4 or 5 hours? Wouldn't you at least maybe stay till around, 5 or 6? The sun probably didn't set till 8, so they had plenty of time to get home. But again, this is one of the biggest cover-ups in recent history, because hundreds of people are going radio silent and acting like they didn't take pictures or video that day. That is what Trayson is talking about when he says Ocean Springs has Ocean Springs back, because they're covering it up. Allegedly. Secret Service Sam Out Samson for president of the world.
So a lot of things that he said is damn near true and gives you pause for thought. Is this a big cover up? Out of all those people that day and how they went silent. Here, let's play it again. Sam, you articulated so well. Why not? Let's give you the floor one more time.
Service Sam here for Nolan Xavier Wells. And I just had a thought. If you're wondering how big this cover up is, think about all those people on the island. Warren himself said it. There were hundreds of people. Boats were.
Now, first of all, he ain't say there were hundreds of people. He said there were thousands of people, Sam. I got the footage to back it up. There were thousands of people on that boat. But continue, Sam.
We're on top of each other. Mm-hmm. And we only have one video that pans the island for a second, and we supposedly hear that, give my effing phone back. Then Officer Race Tatum posts the pictures of the 7 boys allegedly on the boat. And then there's like a rope that looks like it's being towed, but that looks photoshopped. It looks like a fake rope. And just ask yourself how big this cover up must be that all of the.
First of all, what are you talking about with the boat? Do we really got to pull those pictures up? Because even when I first saw it, if we really being honest, dog, it's kind of are they playing in our faces or are they not? Because even if you look back at the boat picture, and I'm about to pull it up right here for you in 2 seconds, just be patient. But even with the boat picture, it's like, dog, who is believing this? I'll play it. I'll show it. There's the video. Like, is this a real? Y'all supposed to be sinking. It's supposed to be panic, just like the phone call was panic. Y'all sound like it was so much going on, but in this video, it's just another day at the beach. And then y'all look like y'all like in water. I see no shoreline. But you said you was at the north tip of Horn. So if you're at the north tip of Horn, that means you're still somewhat close to the island. And this picture, even that rope, dog, what you tying with that rope? It looked like, bro. Yeah, dog. I think they think maybe we was born yesterday. But Secret Service Sam, continue.
Those kids all under the age of 21, and there's no video. There's no pictures. Why would the friends delete their social media accounts? Because, of course, they probably took photos and pictures from that day. But you're telling me there's not more than one video that has emerged? There was that other video where they thought they saw Nolan on the boat, that, you know, the Real Daddy, Lil Daddy, Mac Daddy, whatever the boat's name is. So possibly only 2 videos from that day on the 4th of July. There's nobody playing beer pong. There's nobody chilling in the water. There was a fight. We know there was a fight because Tristan told, oh, yeah, man, he got into that fight. And you're going to tell me that nobody picked up their phone and started filming that fight? I can't believe it. In this day and age, it's not possible. This is not 1980. This is not 1990. Yeah. Everybody has a phone and a camera and social media apps that encourage you to film everything. Yeah, so ask yourself that. This cover-up is so big. If it was an accidental drowning, nobody would have deleted their social media accounts, and we would see video and photos from the entire day documenting that entire day. And ask yourself this.
That's right.
Why did the boys decide to leave at 4:30 p.m.? Was it because their boat was taking on water, or did something happen?
Yeah. So allegedly, remember that, Secret Service Sam. Allegedly. But Secret Sam, we got another update? We got another update, Secret Service Sam? Talk to me, my guy.
And with a huge Nolan Xavier Wells update, and this thing's falling apart. It appears that your girl Katie is talking and dropping receipts. Check out this wonderful creator's video on it.
Uh-oh. Looks like our girl KK said, you're not going to get me. Look who just uploaded and dropped some receipts to the Biloxi group chat showing where they were at. Our girl KK, and I can't say her name, but it rhymes with Haiti, has provided timestamp receipts, videos, pictures from where she was at in Ocean Springs, and you see the time right down there, 6:02 p.m. And guess who's not with her? KK said there's no way y'all gonna keep playing on her name, babes. 5:24 p.m. She's got the receipts. She was not with who y'all said she was with. I mean, she's got multiple receipts. Yeah, like her face, location. That's very clearly her. I mean, this is a picture from her Facebook, and I just matched you with one of the pictures that was posted to White and Proud. All these photos basically giving us timestamps of where she was at, which is very interesting, because if she was on the boat with her friends and wasn't where y'all said she was, where everybody at?
So if she wasn't there on the island that day and wasn't the last one to be seen with Nolan, where does this leave us? Secret Service.
Uh-oh. Secret Service Sam, can we play this video back?
Sam, the president of the world. Sam with a huge Nolan Xavier Wells up.
Secret Service Sam, you really get into it today. We didn't ran back two of your videos. Let's go.
Update. And this thing's falling apart. It appears that your girl Katie is talking and dropping receipts. Check out this wonderful creator's video on it.
Uh-oh. Looks like our girl KK said you're not gonna get me. Look who just uploaded and dropped some receipts to the Biloxi group chat showing where they were at. Our girl KK, and I can't say her name, but it rhymes with Katie.
Katie dropping a receipt.
Timestamp.
Can we drop a bomb for Katie? Because she said, y'all ain't putting me in nothing.
From where she was at an ocean. See the time right down there. 6:02 p.m. And guess who's not with her?
Katie said,
KK said there's no way y'all gonna keep playing on her name, babes. 5:24 p.m. She's got the receipts. She was not with who y'all said she was with. I mean, and she's got multiple receipts.
Multiple.
Yeah, like her face, location. That's very clearly her. I mean, this is a picture from her Facebook, and I just matched you with one of the pictures that was posted to White and Proud. All these photos basically giving us timestamps of where she was at, which is very interesting because if she was on the boat with her friends and wasn't where y'all said she was, where everybody at?
So if she wasn't there on the island that day and wasn't the last one to be seen with Nolan,
right.
Where does this leave us?
Where does that leave us? I don't know. Y'all tell me. Because if Katie dropping these receipts saying that, first of all, I was on the boat with my friends. Second of all, Nolan left and he went back with y'all. What rock y'all gonna go run under now, baby? You know, all this is, you know, to be still determined, of course, right. But at the same time, y'all thought that was the only bombshell that I was gonna drop on y'all tonight? No. Because we have somebody who potentially also figured out the timeline of what happened to Nolan Wells. You know, I keep the receipts handy. Or not even receipts. This is recent. This is from today or yesterday, actually. Let's get into it.
Figured out the Nolan Wells timeline. I know how they mess with the GPS. I figured it all out. I figured out the lies that are based in truth. I figured it all out, and I've got proof. But stick with me because it's going to be a long video, y'all. I found a 15...
So, they sped up her voice because this was an actual fucking long video. Excuse my French. But I'm going to slow it down, and we're going to take it piece by piece. Okay.
Marine Patrol report that had lots of little details that prove that the boys had been lying.
So, she basically glued together her theory and everything that she's about to say to y'all using the actual official Marine data research that was actually released. So this is a government document from the Marine Department of Marine Resources. So the place where the boys made the statements, you can see this is an actual log of a statement.
So already showed how at 1:30 in the morning, the initial Lieutenant Odom with the Jackson County Sheriff's Office said that his deputies spoke with several of the friends who traveled to the island on the vessel with Nolan. And they said that he left in the company of an unknown female and that he chose to remain on the island.
So what was the next step? Did you guys ever engage with police? Or?
Yeah, so the first time I talked to police was July 7th. I talked to the lead investigator and I told him my whole story top to bottom.
I talked to the lead investigator and I told him my whole story from top to bottom. Okay.
I told him everything I knew, every little detail.
Well, that's a lie now.
You told him every little detail, huh? Well, if you told him the investigator that you talked to that night, if you told him every little detail, how come you didn't tell him that if we zoom in, well, we can't zoom in anymore, but did I see that? He said he spoke with several friends that traveled to the island into the vessel, and Nolan said that he departed with an unknown female. Well, clearly y'all knew who the female was. Y'all said it was Katie. How come you didn't tell the Marine research, the people who reporting on this? How come you lied to them? The first, not the official police officers, but the Marine resources, the ones who controlling the waters, who's releasing all this evidence, by the way. Just throwing it out there.
Oh, isn't it, Warren? Because you talked to them at 1:30 in the morning that night. I mean, did you just forget to tell the cops about Katie? Because it's not like you didn't know it was her or you didn't know how to get in contact with her.
The girl he was with, Katie, texted somebody that she heard people yelling, perhaps Nolan yelling.
Yeah, and I had a picture of that. She texted somebody. And next day, everybody's texting Katie, because she was obviously seeing Nolan on that island. Katie sent somebody next day and said, this last I saw him, he's really sweet. But she also mentioned that the last time she saw Nolan was when somebody was yelling at him to get on the boat.
But Katie said.
So he said the last time that Katie supposedly saw Nolan was when his buddy was telling him to hurry up, get on the boat, Nolan, get on the boat.
Says that she assumed that she went on the boat after y'all were yelling at him. And let's not forget that the last time you saw him was 3.
Well, the last time I saw Nolan was 3 o'clock. And Nolan was cradling a girl in his arms.
But the last time you saw Nolan was 3 o'clock and he was cradling a girl in his arms. If y'all left the boat, y'all left from Horn Island at 4:30 p.m. At least that's what your mama said, the judge. But how you last saw him at 3 o'clock if you heard your friend Bart telling him to get on a boat around 4:30 when y'all was leaving the island? Oh, okay.
And yet for some reason around noon, the name of another girl who hadn't even seen Nolan in a year was given to the patrol to go interview, saying that she was with that group, not Katie. They also gave the name of a couple of other friends who they weren't able to get in contact with. And despite having a picture of a text message from Katie, funny how you didn't share that with Officer Tatum. Probably could have cleared up some stuff real quick, right? Now let's get to the data. Now at about 1:30 on July 5th, they were doing a flight of drones based on the relation of the last known anchor position of the Atkinson vessel, which I have documented right here.
So she's talking about that they released the coordinates of the vessel. So the coordinates of the vessel is here shown.
4:30, Officer Strickland contacted Jennifer Pyrone, who is Wyatt's mother, who told them that he had already spoken to officers earlier in that day, but they were happy to cooperate with any investigation. And she let this officer take a picture of the GPS. Officer Strickland observed the track line showing Pyrone's vessel location on Horn Island, then gave coordinates. I'm going to need you to remember this exact phrasing. It's going to be important later on. This was the GPS coordinates from the picture that the officer took.
So the officer, the day of that he went to interview or get Bart's information from his vessel, from his boat, he took a picture of it. Thank God. Thank God. But let's continue.
Meaning that these coordinates had to be a different one that was verbally given over the phone by Wyatt. And you'll notice they're quite different. Now you'll notice that this incident report says the involved entities are Bart Edmonton and Jerry Atkinson.
So Bart and Jerry Atkinson. Interesting.
Not Wyatt, even though
How come not Wyatt?
Wyatt is 18. He should be on this report. And you could argue that they were just giving the names of the people that owned the boat, but somehow I doubt that 21-year-old Bart owns that boat. You'll notice on this report that...
That's true. So if you only taking the boat owners, then you should have took Jerry, Wyatt's grandfather, and Bart's, his parents. Because Wyatt not Wyatt, Bart definitely didn't probably own his boat. It's probably his parents' boat, which... My lawyer girl, she did say it was his parents' boat. And then Jerry is Wyatt's dad, who warns, his friend. They were all driving the boat together. But let's continue.
2 different pieces of GPS evidence were collected. So now we're going to go to the July 8th report where they came and they took those GPS coordinates from both the Atkinson boat and Bart's boat. Yellow is Bart, blue is the grandfather Jerry. The same Jerry that called and canceled the sea tow as the sea tow phone call was being made. Now,
let's not forget that important detail right there. Bart's grandfather, he called the captain of Marine, the resources, and he said, yeah, they don't need no help no more. But Wyatt was on his phone saying, we're sinking, we're going down. But Grandpa's telling the captain they don't need no help. No, we're sinking. We're in 1 foot of water. But no, they don't need no help. So, interesting.
Mind you, this is 3 days after the police had come and spoken to the mother and gotten the GPS coordinates. Now, Bart had a germane GPS map chart plotter. Jerry's boat also contained a germane GPS map chart plotter. Now, I had to look up the difference between waypoints, tracks, and routes. The waypoints mark specific spots. Routes connect them in a planned order, and tracks record your actual path. Now, according to that GPS data, there is no movement from 11 to 4:30, but we know that that's not true. One has never been able to logically explain how they ended up so far away from the shore. Because according to him, he said at 3 o'clock, that was the last time he saw Nolan, Bart was trying to yell at him to get on the boat. His brother got into a fight, so he got his brother to come over there. That's when he saw that it was all sinking, because he said this.
It's a lot of people on, so they attract water. And eventually, I think over time we were out there for a couple hours, and we started filling up with water. So I popped the starboard side hatch, and the battery was completely underwater.
Yes, but according to Warren, we had just seen Nolan, neck deep, cradling a girl at the boat next to them. So how did they end up in 31 feet of water at the 4 o'clock call? There's an hour in between that. If the battery is submerged, how would they even get away from the sandbar? You can see in the background of this picture, they are far away from people. And yet this GPS is saying that you were stationary the whole time. But why? Especially because we have actual fucking proof right here. We have the coordinates that Wyatt's mom gave them the second time, and the cop took a picture of the GPS compared to the GPS coordinates in which they were trying to get a tow from. But what if I were to tell you that not only does a waypoint need to be physically saved on this exact type of GPS, you have to intentionally say, mark this spot, or else it doesn't automatically save. It records your tracks automatically, but those are just saved coordinates. And it turns out you can actually delete tracks. It's super easy. You just go into the main menu and you delete it off of your data. So why is this GPS data, which is right here, so much further
Hold on. Let me go back a little bit. Oh, I can't even go back.
Away than what the GPS says it is later. There's no data.
So basically, the first picture said that the first GPS coordinates that they actually took off the boat was about right over here. Then the second one was all the way out here in the water.
Included in that GPS report that explains them going from here to here, unless someone went in and deleted those tracks. Because they probably dropped that waypoint once they anchored, which would explain why Warren said they showed up at 10:30 and the GPS says that they showed up after 11. And so then it wasn't until half an hour after the canceled tow that they dropped another waypoint. And mind you, the exact same GPS was used in both boats, and Wyatt/Jerry's boat has the tracks and routes where Bart's does not. And again, it tracks it automatically, so you have to intentionally delete those tracks. And why did they do that? Well, it turns out Jerry Atkinson just so happens to be the owner of Ocean Marine Group in Ocean Springs and Gulfport, which is literally a boat dealer. So guess who's going to know that information? We already know Grandpa Jerry was in the mix, because the only way that he could have canceled the sea tow before it even started to head out is if Wyatt had called Jerry first.
Wyatt called Grandpa first. Yeah, he did.
And Jerry told him to call for a sea tow and then canceled it for him, which would explain why he couldn't give any descriptions of where the water was. How high was it? We know that the sea tow did not bring in the boat. In fact, Bart's mother came on Facebook and said that there are pictures from my son's boat of the boat about to be towed.
Talking about these pictures? The stage pictures? The video where everybody just commonly chilling. Yeah, right? You got a guy right over here. He getting something out the cooler over here. How the boat sinking? Y'all in 31 foot of water, but you just casually getting something out of the cooler in this video. Somebody please help me out. Maybe I'm just boo-boo the fool. Because it don't make no sense, right? Y'all in 31 foot of water, but you just casually getting something out of the cooler in the middle of Bart's call. It's staged so perfectly. But who y'all fooling, dog? Anyway. Like, y'all casually, he just over here just lounging. What happened to the 31 foot of water, though? Asking for a friend. Oh, okay.
Which is clearly he was about ready to tow them here as Wyatt is on the phone. I can tell you 100% that this is not a sinking boat. You can see Bart bringing them in this picture. But Bart was supposedly the one yelling at Nolan to get on the boat, remember? Why would he be yelling at Nolan to get on a boat that's sinking? Unless he was telling Nolan to get on his boat.
So Bart was telling Nolan to get on his boat. Oh.
Warren accidentally explained what really happened with the engine. Whatever happened with Nolan happened on Bart's boat, allegedly, which is why all of Bart's information was deleted. So here's what happened. Both this one and this one confirmed that there was a fight that broke out on the beach. Started out with him, ended up with Warren's little brother. His uncle says, we gotta go. They hop on a boat and they leave. He grabs his drunk younger brother and says, we're getting out of here too. 3 o'clock. This whole caravan is trying to get the hell out of there because they're drunk and fighting. Wyatt's boat was in such a hurry that they couldn't figure out how to put the freaking trim down, which caused the motor to overheat, quickly stranded them, and Bart had to come help them. The time that Bart shows up, something has happened between him and Nolan. They're all distracted trying to fix the bilge pump because it didn't trim down. The waves were crashing over the boat and into the bilge pump, short-circuiting it. During this, some people have figured out that Nolan is gone. Other people just think that he's passed out or something, which is why Wyatt calls his grandfather to figure out what the F to do. And as the phone call is being made, more people are figuring out something's wrong with Nolan. That's why they didn't start moving again for 30 minutes. They were coming up with a plan and figuring out how to make it work. Figured it out. I figured out the Nolan Wells timeline. I know how they mess with the GP.
Yeah, you definitely figured it out, girl. Allegedly. We don't know, though. We don't know. I just wanted to play that. Y'all can run it back, play it a few times, go back through it, go break it down. I saw her handle was up there. I just wanted to show y'all that for fun. Just for play, because now we're going to get down to why I really hopped on stream. Nancy Grace. Y'all know how much I love me a little Nancy. Nancy. She's on it like white on rice. Nancy ain't letting nobody get away with nothing. And Nancy, they saying your audio fake, Nancy. Nancy, they saying the audio fake, Nancy. Well, let's see how fake it really is.
Everyone in the background is saying, is he dead? Nolan, wake the up.
Claiming they're sinking and calling for help. And yet in the background, are we really hearing all of this other activity?
Nobody has ever, none of the kids on this boat have ever admitted that anybody said that they thought Nolan was dead.
Detail assistant, Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Yeah.
Hey, we're at the West.
Nancy said, try to sue me. I'm a prosecutor. I didn't try it over 100 plus cases. Try if you want to. Why is Nancy steady playing this audio? Y'all suing everybody else, right? They look content creators, you know, just trying to spread the word for Nolan. Why Nancy still playing this audio though? Oh, okay. It must be something real with it, right? Oh, okay.
Tip of horn and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership.
Oh.
All right, of course. How far is the work coming up, sir? Can you give me a description? Ankles? Hello?
Hey.
Yes. How far is the water coming up, sir?
It's coming up. We're just sinking. I don't know. Like we're going down now.
We're going down now.
All right. Well, let's get you going. Membership number or phone number listed on the account, sir.
Y'all going down, Bart? Y'all going down, Bart? He getting something out the cool. Y'all kicking it.
All right.
I know we have a membership, like guaranteed.
Sure.
I don't have to tag
Unless
on
you have a
We got ripped
membership
off.
number or anything, it's okay. I'll get you over to the captain. What's the best phone number to reach you at?
Reach me at
You are hearing the audio distress call from the boat. That is the boat on which Nolan Wells went to Horn Island. Now, there have been a lot of different accounts about whether he was on the boat when he came back from Horn Island, when he was supposed to come back from Horn Island. He never came back from Horn Island. And you can clearly hear on that version, which we obtained from the Mississippi Department of Marine Research. They released it. It's not something off TikTok or Insta. And that's what you hear. Let me hear 184 one more time, please.
Nancy ain't going for none of it, dog. She said, y'all want to sue me? Y'all want to call my audio fake? And she's still playing it. That's because it's real. That's because it's actually from a government entity. Audio from the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources. Let me start it over though.
More time, please.
One more time, right, Nancy?
Detail assistant, Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership.
All right, of course. How far is the work coming up, sir?
See, that part I don't agree with that transcript. Not wake the fuck up. Wyatt was telling him, shut the fuck up. I'm on the phone with Cito. Why? Hey, I agree with you. I know that's what you said. You ain't say wake the fuck up. That was you saying shut the fuck up.
Can you give me a description? Ankles?
How far the water coming up to Wyatt? See ankles?
Hello?
Hey.
Yes. How far is the water coming up, sir?
How's coming up, Wyatt?
It's coming up. We're just sinking. I don't know. Like we're going down now.
Hold on, why you sinking? You're going down now. This probably the exact picture where you probably said that, huh? You're sinking, you're going down. Because these, hey, if we look back at the description, because Officer Tatum, he said breaking exclusive images shared from the Triton boat being towed by another boat after the vessel with Cito dispatch call. If the boat is sinking and you on a phone, why is he just so casually just getting some stuff out the cooler? Hold on, what are he getting out the cooler though? Y'all said Nolan was drinking. Were you guys drinking too? Oh my gosh.
Dave Matt, Crime Stories investigative reporter. What are we hearing?
Nancy, this is the audio call from the boat that Nolan Wells took out to Horn Island. And the boat is attempting to leave Horn Island because the boat is taking on water. What we are hearing is the call from the boat to the group they have.
Cito, let me help you. Let me help you. Reminder, Dave Mack, we've only got 1 hour to cover a lot of territory. That is the Cito call where the grandson of the boat owner thinks that they're taking on water. Joining me right now, special guest Brandon Tatum. He is a former police officer with Tucson PD, and he is the star of The Officer Tatum on YouTube. He has interviewed Nolan's friends. Now, we're about to bring on 2 experts, each one taking a different viewpoint on that call. But Officer Tatum, thank you for being with us tonight. No matter what you say, just know you're going to get hate mail. Doesn't matter what you say. If the angel Gabriel came down right now and spoke on this case, he would get hate mail. That said, what do you make of that audio, officer?
Well, Nancy, thank you so much for having me on. If you put the audio within context, it is an impossibility unless these people are prophesying that somehow they're saying Nolan's name or projecting that Nolan is somehow injured, hurt, or killed, because we have witnesses that have come out. When I interviewed Warren, a lot of those kids...
Officer Tatum, as a former officer, I got a question for you. Just because you have witnesses, does that mean we got to take their word for it, sir? Just because you got witnesses, does that mean witnesses never lie, sir? Okay. Ask for a friend.
That I talked to already alluded to this way before the audio came out, that they were gone and people had already saw Nolan after they had left. The young lady, Katie, that he was hanging out with, I saw a text message from her alluding to the fact that she never saw him get on that boat at all. We have video of the boat that we shared on our social media page, and it shows all the occupants on the boat, and Nolan was not there. And so if a person thinks that they've heard something on the audio, they have to compare it with context.
Because he was on Bart boat. Y'all rewind this video back. If you missed that part of the video, rewind this video back, and then we'll see if potentially, yes, he wasn't on Wyatt's boat. But who boat was he on?
Maybe they said, is it dead? Talking about items that could potentially have died or damaged on the boat, given the fact that they were sinking. So I think people need to put this in context and reevaluate what they're listening to on the video, because if you are going to make a staunch stance in the wrong direction, in my opinion, by saying they're obviously talking about Nolan, it is incredibly impossible. One more thing real quick, that when you look at where they were at when they made the phone call and their GPS coordinates, it literally put them on the island. And we know, and not on the physical island, but really close.
Well, no, you just said he literally put them on the island. So if they in the island, how you in 31 foot of water?
Proximity to the island.
So if they really in close proximity to the island, how are you in 31 foot of water? Two things can't be true, Officer Tatum. But okay.
And we know, because we have another video of Nolan being out there and also all the other boats surrounding him, that this would have had to happen very near to hundreds of people in hundreds of different boats. So somebody would have seen something if there was a dramatic commotion like this occurring on that boat.
I hear what you're saying, Officer Brandon Tatum.
We like that.
That last part that you said, that there were hundreds of people around and they would have seen what happened, that part, I disagree with that. John Mobley joining us, veteran trial lawyer out of South Carolina. John, take off your defense hat one moment and let's address that statement. Do I have to say Tupac? That just comes off the top of my head. Crimes happen all the time in a crowded area and nobody sees anything. Either they say they didn't see anything, or they really didn't see anything, because it all blends in, right? It all blends in. I've had a little boy thrown off the 3rd level of the Mall of America almost to his death. He did die and he was brought back to life. Nobody saw what happened. A guy threw him over. People were all over the mall. The food court was crowded. Nobody saw. I had like 2 witnesses. So I think part of it is, Mobley, you don't expect to see something. And so your mind is not interpreting, it's not intercepting what you're physically seeing. And again, we don't know what happened. We don't know why Nolan Wells has a red mark on the back of his occipital. We don't know. Was he hit? Did he fall? Then fall off a boat? It could have been any number of things. Some nefarious, some an accident, some negligent. My point is, just because there's a lot of people around, that does not guarantee you witnesses, Mobley. You know that better than anybody with all the cases you've tried.
Well, Nancy, I got to call it like I see it. I think there are two things I want to say to address that. The first part, I would agree with you that, yes, a lot of people can be around and they can notice something, or something can happen rather, and people not see it. However, I think the way that the human mind works, we would all agree, is we perceive things all the time, okay? And we may perceive something that at the time we perceive it, it is not deemed significant. However, in this case, I do believe that if someone did see something that they didn't pay particular attention to involving Nolan Wells, once all of this has come out, the way the mind works is it'll trigger what they saw before, because now it becomes significant, okay? So I do agree that people can perceive things and not pay attention to them, but when something significant happens later, sort of like being robbed, you're not paying attention to what everybody's wearing, but if that when somebody robs you and later on you have to recall what that person was wearing, what they looked like, you can recall it because it's important at that point. But at the time they perceived it, it was not important. So that's what I want to make sure I discuss. And I do want to address, you talk about the red mark on the back of his head. I mean, I think that is a red herring. That's something that everybody kind of latched onto because they're so desperate for any information that might be related to the cause of his death. But even the own pathologist that conducted the autopsy did not
put him up. Mobley, are you a medical doctor? Yes, no.
I know how to examine forensic evidence based on the countless homicides that I've tried.
Not hearing, yes, no. You're not a medical doctor.
I'm a jurist doctor.
Are you a medical examiner?
I am not.
No. Put up the back diagram, the back of the head of Nolan Wells from the second autopsy.
Hey, y'all better stop playing with Nancy,
now.
Bro. She ain't playing.
You know
with
what?
Bro.
I give it to you, Mobley. You're a great trial lawyer. A medical examiner, you ain't. And I don't know why you're saying people are latching onto this, grabbing at straws. I'm looking right at it, man. Should I believe you or my lying eyes? I am looking at the second autopsy. And I have questioned multiple actual medical examiners, actual doctors that say that means something. Put him up again. In what world would the first medical examiner remove Nolan's throat if it did not have something probative about it, something that proves something? Did they remove his toe? No. His elbow? No. His eyeball? His nose? No. They took his throat. Do not tell me that a medical doctor, which you are not, took a throat out of this young man because it means nothing. And then, you know what? I can't even hear you. Straight out to Joe Scott Morgan joining us, professor of forensics, death investigator. That second doctor did not highlight that in red for nothing. That doctor is not grabbing at straws, as Mobley said. I don't know why he's saying that.
No, you're right. He has purpose. We have purpose in everything that we do in the medical legal world. And so when you see this highlighted area, it's unique in the way he has diagrammed it here. He even demonstrates it that it has almost like margins to it. And, that's what has left a big question for us, because it's not like it's diffuse all over the place where you've got these kind of spotty alignments. He's got a margin. It almost looks like a rectangle, doesn't it? Well, when we begin to see things like that, we think about patterns. And that's some of the questions that have yet to be answered. But what he does say,
what do you do
in his relative to the second examination, is that he did a multi-layered dissection. Now, this area had not been dissected by the ME's office in Mississippi. So what he's doing is he's going layer by layer. We're talking about the skin. We're talking about the sub-Q fat. We're talking about the musculature that's under there. And yes, there is musculature under there. And what his conclusion is, Nancy, is that there's significant decomposition at this point in time. So he cannot make a determination about these markings one way or another. He needs more information. And admittedly, in this second autopsy, he says this is pending investigation. And that's key here.
Okay. Joe Scott Morgan.
Yes.
He, the first medical examiner, removed the throat.
Yes.
No other part of the body, except for the lungs, removed the throat and the lungs. We know why he took the lungs. I don't have to be a death investigator like yourself with 10,000 death investigations under my belt to know why I took the lungs, to see if Nolan drowned.
Right.
But the fact that someone has a lungs full of water does not tell me how they got in the water. Did he fall? Was he hit? Was he held under? Was it an accident? Did you see that video? Pull it up if you can, control room, of all those ships, all those boats out there. If he was between one of those boats, lost his footing, went under, got the riptide, no one may have noticed. All right? No one may have noticed. Look at all that. And there were apparently 300 or so people out there. This is just a tiny microcosm. It's July the 4th. Everybody's at Horn Island having a good time. So it could be any number of ways he landed under the water. But my point is, that's why they took the lungs. Why the throat?
Well, because the throat and the throat area, as you're referring to it as, it's actually the organs of the neck. We're talking about the larynx, the pharynx, our windpipe, essentially, and everything else that's connected therein. That's the conveyance to get into the lungs. So one of the things, what they're looking at here, Nancy, to put it very bluntly, is they're looking for any possibility that his breathing could have been compromised. Well, how is that compromised? Well, when you begin to think about, if you put your hand in the midline of your throat, right here, okay, you begin to think about the trachea, which is encompassed right here. Was it compromised in any way? Are there any focal areas of hemorrhage? Has it been crushed? You would go up into the neck. I suspect that the tongue was probably removed as well. You're going to look at the hyoid, which, did not accompany the body. But all of this has been retained. There's nothing abnormal about the state retaining the organs of the neck. This happens very, very frequently in cases like this because they want to be able to go back and examine it. And also for the future, they either want to get a consult on it or it has evidentiary probative value here moving forward with any kind of case in the future.
So it might bring forth some evidence. That's why they kept the neck. Oh,
good luck.
And real quick, for my another disclaimer, Nancy is continuing to replay this audio, even though people are saying it's fake, even though people are saying it's this, that. She's replaying the audio because it came from a valid source. It came from the Mississippi Department of Resources themselves. And then she even said at the beginning of this video, they didn't enhance it. They didn't do anything special to it. And then you're going to hear about it here in a little bit too. With this audio. Let's listen to it back one more time. Talk to me, Nancy, after the audio, though. Mississippi Department of Marine Resources, a state government entity. They've been releasing everything, the GPS coordinates, the audio, video, boy. They saying you ain't finna blame us for nothing.
Listen, Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership.
All right, of course.
Bart, y'all sinking for real? How was the water coming up, Bart? Because he out there, he trying to get some. He over there hitting the cooler, trying to get some more drinks.
Yes. How far is the water coming up?
Hold on. Y'all sure y'all sinking? Because Bart, if this is a distress call, why he just chilling getting drinks? This is the picture that Officer Tatum released saying he got exclusive footage. How come he just casually, the boat sinking, right? He just casually grabbing some drinks. I'm just saying, man, let's make it make sense, y'all.
Sir.
It's coming up. It's we're just thinking. I don't know. Like we're going down.
We're going down now.
All right. Well, let's get you going. Membership number or phone number listed on the account, sir.
I don't know the phone number. It's either. I think it's. Try that.
All right.
I know we have a membership like guaranteed. I don't have the tag on
Unless you
here.
have a
It got ripped
membership
off.
number or anything, it's okay. I'll get you over to the captain. What's the best phone number to reach you at?
Reach me at 2.
All right. And is everybody on board in good health otherwise?
Yeah, everybody's
How
on
many?
board.
All right. Do you need the United States Coast Guard?
What?
Do you need the United States Coast Guard?
No, we do not need that.
We're bringing in our forensics experts, but back to Brandon Tatum, former police officer, Tucson PD. He is the star of the Officer Tatum on YouTube. He has interviewed Nolan's friends. Okay, you're saying that I am looking at, and others are looking at this out of context. My mind is open. You may be right. And I believe, Officer Tatum, you are specifically referring to the words, let's see the transcript of the audio as I read this, please. You're referring to alleged statements. Sure, he's dead. Is he dead? Nolan. OMG. Nolan, don't die. Then wake the F up. I thought he was on the check his chest. Now, to you, Officer Tatum, you believe that there is an innocent explanation. My mind is open. And that innocent explanation would be what?
Well, I think that if you are convinced without context that they are talking about Nolan, you're going to hear certain things and perceive it. I mean, the bilge pump is damaged. They could have been saying, don't die, or is it dead, referring to the bilge pump or the bilge pump. And they could have been talking about a battery. They could have been saying no, and people think they said Nolan. The only reason that I deviate from the transcript is because there are witnesses that have said they've seen Nolan after the boys had already left and after the call was already made. And also, I put my detective mind on.
Well, you were never a detective, sir. So let's not put our detective mind on. You was never that good of a police officer to get promoted to a detective, first of all. Second of all, have we not ever had witnesses lie, sir? But okay, let's continue to believe what you're saying, though. I'm not saying I refute it. Let's continue.
When I look at the reasoning, but why would they be calling and giving GPS coordinates and talking to this dispatch for 8 minutes if their best friend, whom I've spoke to these boys, they've showed me pictures, they were emotional about Nolan's death. I was there during the funeral, at least there with them when the funeral was going on, and they were devastated that they couldn't go to his funeral. I perceive that it doesn't make sense if they had killed their friend in a malicious way or he was dead, that they wouldn't just simply ask for help instead of trying to cover it up and calling for a tow and talking for 8 minutes. I mean, all of those things, plus the witnesses, it just doesn't add up. And I just wish people would be open-minded to saying, let me rewatch it and let me put it within context that Nolan cannot be on the boat because witnesses seen him afterwards. And let me re-listen to it and try to put it in perspective.
So you're saying witnesses saw him afterwards, after that call? Or did you mean to say witnesses saw him elsewhere?
Yeah, no, witnesses saw him on the island after the call. After the boys had left around 4:30, witnesses have seen Nolan alive on the island after that. So, you know, that puts Nolan alive after that. And I think that people should be focused on, okay, now let's interview and talk to people and consider what did they see, because we're already past the point of Warren and Wyatt's boat and all of those things being involved.
Officer Tatum, I had so many trial judges from all the cases I tried in different courtrooms, but one particular judge, my favorite, Luther Alverson, he had a particular jury charge. And I've heard it so many times, I've memorized it. He said to the jury at the end of the case, after the closings, it is your duty to make all witnesses speak the truth and impugn perjury on no one. So, what I'm trying to do is reconcile what you're saying with what I'm hearing. I hope Nolan Wells died by accident. But I'm not shutting down our Crime Stories investigation until I know. Now, I want to address this sound. To Joe Scott Morgan, a professor of forensics, Jacksonville State University, author of Blood Beneath My Feet on Amazon. At Jacksonville State University, they have a world-class Crim Pro lab and setup. In fact, I've called on Morgan many times to help me recreate star body bags of shirts, but I got to. People do. They panic. They think it's their fault, whether it is or it isn't. They get rid of the body. They lie. They do all sorts of things.
That's so true.
The cover-up is very often worse than what the initial incident was. People panic. So the reaction of the friends to Nolan potentially having passed, that reaction doesn't mean that much to me because you don't know what somebody's going to do under those circumstances. So hearing them on the boat, I hear what Tatum is saying, and it's reasonable. But how people act in that scenario is not always reasonable.
No, it's not, particularly when they're faced with somebody that's in distress and they are under the influence of alcohol. And that's going to play a huge role in this from an investigative standpoint. And not to mention probably a group of people that don't have a lot of experience with alcohol. We're talking about a group of underage kids. We're not talking about upper end college kids here. We're talking about kids that are 18 years old. They've been getting hammered out there on this island, and that's a problem, Nancy.
Maintenance fee, overdraft fee.
Everybody kind of only making it seem like Nolan was the only one drinking, though, right? Everybody's saying that only Nolan was drinking. Nolan had heavy alcohol intake, heavy, right? But anyway, you know, hey, these ads ain't paying us, so we ain't watching no ads. But it's back to the regular scheduled programming. Don't think I'm gonna leave you hanging. Let's finish the video, Nancy, and come back and talk to us.
Well, you're right. Okay, not that Tatum in his own right is not an expert. He's a former police officer with Tucson. Joe Scott, an expert. Mobley, an expert. But now let's go to our digital experts. First, Todd Shipley joining us, digital cybercrime expert, former Detective Sergeant, Reno PD, 25 years in law enforcement, author of Surviving a Cyber Attack. He says nothing he hears on this audio shows that the audio has been altered. Okay, Shipley, hit it.
Well, we have to look at the fact that the audio that we received is, again, one of those that was released by the press and is probably been stepped on multiple times.
Right.
Just like we had last year with another famous
Did you say that was released by the press? Hold on, Tom. That was not released by the press.
It was released to the press, but it was
released by the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources. That was not released by the media.
Yes, Nancy, but TMZ in every station that's released it has put a copy that they've edited up onto online. And so we have this expectation bias that's there. So the audio obviously is real. It's been released, and the agency that released it said that it's a video or audio of the incident, but every version that we've seen has been stepped on multiple times. And so there's an expectation bias when you start putting up audio translations that you believe is there, and everybody then has this confirmation of that this is what's said. Now, we have to go back to the original audio from the government agency to get the information that we need to prove what's there in the audio, because multiple pieces released through press stations online don't always have the exact audio we want. There's already been speculation that some of the different audio, like TMZ's and the others, are a little bit edited, and they always are, because you put them on there for a specific purpose. And adding the edited versions of what you think are the audio does not necessarily mean that that's what it is. We can look at the audio and find out what's there, but we've got to look at the original version.
Hi, guys. American homeowners.
I'm sorry, Nancy.
We backgrounded. No. What we did, Nancy, is.
So now Nancy is having her voice, her video guy, who actually, the audio that we're listening to, the only audio that I've played on this platform is from Nancy. I haven't played no other platform's audio besides Nancy's. Nancy is a former prosecutor. Nancy is a former, how should I say this? She's just somebody that been there, done that. She's somebody that been there, done that, and she's credible. She's continuing to replay the audio on her page because she's not afraid to get sued for one, and she knows at the end of the day, she didn't alter this audio. This is the audio that was given to her, that she got from the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources. So she's replaying this audio for a reason, and now listen to what her audio guy has to say about it.
We used an old school technique to bring out the audio in the background. You know, you have AI enhancements now that are, you just cannot trust the AI because it inserts its own thoughts into it, you know. Right. But when you do, when you go old school on this, you isolate and filter. You use an EQ, equalization, to filter, to cut out the low rumble below 80 hertz. Okay. You cut out the high hiss above 8 hertz. This gives you the chance to hear that background a little more clearly. Then you boost the mid-range frequency. That's between 300 hertz and 3400 hertz. That matches the mid-range of human speech. Then you apply a simple high-pass filter that removes the constant deep humming or any other extraneous noises that are constant. And this does not alter the content. It merely enhances the content. So when you ask, did we edit or alter? No. We merely enhanced it using basic tools that are used in every production department around the world.
This is like when you're playing music, you turn up the bass or turn down the bass. Or Dave Mack, I believe the correct answer would be HELLNO, because if Tatum is right, I want to hear it. Okay, joining us now, in addition to Brandon Tatum, Joe Scott Morgan.
So for those of you who saying Nancy, her audio is doctored up at any little bit, she said, hell no, my shit legit. That's why she's continuing to play it. She ain't afraid to get sued. She's a prosecutor, former prosecutor, my bad. But Nancy don't play. So if y'all thought the audio was fake, come again. Because that's the thing. Real quick, if we have a short intermission, Ben Crump answered a question that has to do with the audio. Ben Crump, my good friend, my good man, who's doing great work out there. What y'all gonna do with the audio when y'all get it?
Are announcing that we have the audio from the officials, and we have retained and are consulting with some of the foremost audio engineering experts to review those audio tapes from the CETO call in its entirety. We also, and Attorney Hertz may go into greater detail on these matters, have consulted President Mariel with oceanic engineering experts to talk about how these facts are lining up. The fact that they say Nolan's body was found in the same location where they say they left him at. And so we want to know, how is that possible with the oceanic tides? Yeah. We want the experts. I mean, you got low tides and high tides. It's not adding up. So we are going to dot every I and cross every T until we find out what happened to Nolan Wells.
So not only is he getting audio experts to look at the official audio that he probably got from the police department. They got the audio now. And then he's also going to bring in oceanic. So people who's familiar with the ocean, who's ocean experts, they're going to have to come in and say, how did Nolan body end up in the same place that the boys last say they were too? Not saying anything was done, not saying this or that, but guess we'll find out. But Nancy, we can finish.
John Mobley. Now with us, Robert Freed, joining us out of Long Island, certified forensics analyst, EVP of forensics, and chief investigative officer at Page One Inc., author of 5 books, including Forensics Data Collections 2.0, and a book that's a book series, and his website is forensicsbyfreed.com. F-R-I-E-D. Freed. Okay. You say there are a lot of red flags. What are they?
Ooh.
Absolutely. Nancy.
Hold on. Can we
elections
credentials again?
Author of forensics and joining us out of Long Island. Certified forensics analyst, EVP of forensics, and chief investigative officer at Page One Inc. Author of 5 books, including Forensics Data Collections 2.0, and a book that's a book series, and his website is Forensic D. Freed. Okay, you say there are a lot of red flags. What are they?
He's saying there's some red flags. What are they? Oh, Nancy, you bring incredible people on too. Let's get to it.
Absolutely. Nancy, what I look at evidence is it possible to authenticate the evidence, the information that's being provided? Think about when you download software from a website. Many websites give you a value next to that file because they want you to know that what you're downloading can be kind of authenticated or validated. When we're receiving audio like this from the source, it would be good and proper if people are going to start looking at this and doing examinations to actually apply some kind of hash value or some kind of way to uniquely identify this particular file as an original. People can validate what they're looking at. Number 2, I would also want to look at, what tools people have used, if anything, to basically either analyze or enhance. Now, anybody can use any tools out there, but are they using a tool that's forensically sound, that's defensible, that passes the Fry standard in terms of the methodology?
Okay, you got to speak English to me, man. Are you saying that what Dave Mack's team did is acceptable?
So my whole thing is no documentation, no evidence. What did Dave Mack's team specifically do? They write down those steps that anybody can reproduce what they did. And if we can reproduce it,
yes, they did,
in a process and share that, then that's great. I'm seeing a lot of versions of these videos online with redactions, with phone numbers being withheld.
Put him up, please. Put him up. What videos? Because I'm specifically referring to the audio. I've seen all those videos. They're AI. They're not real. I've seen a video of a young man face down on the beach being attacked by a horde of people. That's not Nolan. That's from a different date. I'm speaking specifically about the audio that Tatum is referring to.
Yes. So with that, one of the specific aspects of that is authenticating again where it was received. Is there a digital fingerprint associated with that particular audio? What tools were used and what specific enhancements were done where to bring out that specific those specific segments that were enhanced?
My guy, ain't nobody, bro. Are you good? Because the way he talking right now, hey, bro, is somebody holding you at gunpoint? Did Nancy force you to hop on here? Because my guy, that was long-winded for you to say a little bit of nothing. But hey, we appreciate your expertise anyway.
Okay, so what I'm hearing from you, Robert Fried,
Please,
and
Nancy, I
understand,
don't know what the hell
I'm
I'm
not
hearing.
disagreeing with you.
I'm not disagreeing either, but what are
But
we talking about?
my question is, what are the red flags that concern you about this audio? Now, Tatum says
What did
the
Tatum say?
audio's fine. It's just they're not talking about Nolan. They're talking about the bilge pump or the battery or the engine. And you're taking it, some people are taking it in the wrong context. I'm not taking it in any context. I'm trying to find out, what am I hearing? So that's Tatum's take. Okay. Shipley says, I think it's legit. You're saying it may not be legit because of red flags. The fact that it is or not authenticated, how it's been enhanced, that's a concern. What do you see as a problem? One thing I noticed you said earlier before tonight is that on the TMZ version, there's an additional 20 seconds. Now, I've got a problem with that. Hold on. Mobley, I'd have a problem with that if somebody gave me, let's just say, a bank robbery video, and then I find out there's 20, 30 seconds missing. Oh, no. You have to have it all. And the last thing I want is somebody adding in video. So that's a red flag to me. That's one of Fried's observations.
And so, this is what I think. I think that, both of these gentlemen make excellent points, but they're missing the link to tie it all together. And that's what's important.
And let me guess, you, John Mobley, are the only one that knows the missing link. Okay, I got to hear this. Go ahead.
Well, what you need to do when you have that audio is, irrespective of the method that was used to enhance it, because just because it's enhanced, I don't see it something that's being used in the courtroom as much as the newsroom. But you want to take that audio and then you go back to the witnesses, okay? And you want to make sure you interview them separately, not together, because you don't want them to somehow commingle in their stories. But ask them separately. Play the audio for the witnesses that were on the boat. Play it for them separately, individually, and ask them to corroborate what they're saying, okay? And what's going to happen is
Tatum said he did that. Yeah, you're right, Mobley. With that, I agree. Back to you, Robert Fried. Given what Tatum, Shipley, and Mobley are saying, the red flags, let's go with that TMZ version. What about that? Is that a concern?
Yeah, I mean, I heard hold music when that started, and there's a lot of commotion going on in the background. It's really difficult to actually say, what people are actually saying in those particular versions. Yes, you do need to apply filters. You do need to apply different ways to focus in on it. But my whole thing with the different audios that are out there are that people are doing enhancements. They're posting this. They're doing amateur methodologies, and they're putting it out there saying, this is what you need to hear. Take a look. They're putting the words out there before people are even listening to the video. So it's automatically setting the stage for everybody to start paying attention to things a little bit more. But again, if you have to go back to looking at this from the source, that's the best bet, because that's going to allow you to look at this unfiltered. And that's probably what law enforcement has. There could be snippets that are missing in those specific moments that are redacted, for example, that may hold more clues that we're not hearing. We don't know exactly what's said in those moments that we don't have full access to.
Okay, that is an interesting point. That could be very probative. Of course, enhancements are used in court all the time, so a jury can hear what's being said. There's nothing wrong with that. But as you say, Fried, you have to authenticate and explain what you did, like we just had Dave Mack explain. And yes, it was all written down, FYI. But
excellent.
You stated that on an earlier occasion, much of this tape, this audio was redacted. How do you know anything was redacted? Or are you guessing.
Nancy, I'm falling asleep.
Well, the phone numbers, you can hear the cuts in the phone numbers where they say, what's your phone number? What's your account number? And it's basically blank. It's not anything. It's silent. So right there, we're missing the account number, the private information, but we're also missing what else is going on in the background. Within a couple of seconds, people can say something that would be really important. We're not getting that full picture.
Let's hear it one more time. You be the judge.
Detail assistant, Vicky speaking. How can I help you?
Hey, we're at the west tip of Horn, and our bilge pump stopped working. We're sinking. Can y'all please come? We have a membership.
We're sinking.
All right, of course. How far is the work coming up, sir? Can you give me a description? Ankles?
What's coming up to the ankle, sir?
Hello?
Hey.
Hey.
Yes. How far is the water coming up, sir?
It's coming up. We're just sinking. I don't know. Like we're going down now.
We're going down now.
All right. Well, let's get you going. Membership number or phone number listed on the account, sir.
I don't know the phone number. It's either. I think it's. Try that.
All right.
I know we have a membership, like guaranteed. I don't have the tag
Unless
on
you
here.
have a
It got ripped
membership
off.
number or anything, it's okay. I'll get you over to the captain. What's the best phone number to reach you at?
Reach me at 2.
All right. And is everybody on board in good health otherwise?
Yeah, everybody's
How
on
many?
board.
All right. Do you need the United States Coast Guard?
What?
No.
Do you need the United States Coast Guard?
No, we do not need that.
No.
Is it real?
I see y'all didn't need the guard. Y'all was chilling.
If you know or think you know anything about the death of this young star athlete, Nolan Wells, please dial 228-7.
Yes. So if you know anything about Nolan Wells, it's a $125,000 reward. Please call, say something. If you know something, speak out. And if you don't know something, don't say nothing at all. All right. Say something like, continue to spread his name, continue to say something to the, to the public. So that way we continue to get justice for Nolan Wells by continuing to say his name. Because the more we say his name, the more that this story is not going to go away. So continue to say his name. But I was saying, if you don't know anything, please don't just call the tip line just for shits and giggles. That's not cool. But on another story, y'all know I got videos on videos for you. Secret Service Sam. He came up. He's giving us a lot of updates today. And with him giving us a lot of updates, my bad, y'all. I had it pulled up. I did. And I do.
Sam here with what could be another break in the Nolan Xavier Wells case. This is some mother who claims her son is friends with Nolan. Check this audio out.
Now, here's the weird thing to me. This is what stands out to me the most. When we found out that Nolan was missing, my son immediately snapped him, and then Christine messaged him back and said, "I have Nolan's phone now." This was at 12:53, according to the screenshot that I have. This was at 1:53 in the morning. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So he, for whatever reason, I don't know if he was going to, I don't know why he took the screenshot, to be honest with you. I think it was maybe even a God thing. But he took a screenshot of Nolan's location on Snapchat because they shared locations with each other. And on that screenshot, it shows Nolan basically in the middle of the Gulf, like right off of Horn Island. It said that he had been at that location for 13 hours, which would make sense if you just back up that timeline. That would make sense around the time that they would have arrived at the island. But what was weird was that his location didn't change. It said that he was last active an hour prior to that. And my son, I think it said it was like 53 minutes that 53 minutes prior to that my son had sent him a snap. So,
what does this mean?
Why the location didn't change is odd.
What's interesting about this is Nolan's last location that pinged him was still on Horn Island. And if the phone had been on, it would have pinged him to the house where his parents picked up the phone. So does this mean his phone was tampered with? And also on Snapchat, to get somebody's ping, you have to be a close friend. Who is this person? What do you guys think about this? Let me know in the comments. Secret Service.
Yeah, to be quite honest with you, Secret Service Sam, I don't think I'm gonna follow that lead. All right. The fact that she didn't even want to show her face. I hope that she gave that information at least to the authorities, to the proper authorities, because I think they will want to know about that information. I think it'll be a very, very great thing if they did receive that information. Now, with all that being said, y'all knew we got one more video to get into, right? Y'all know we ain't done with this Nolan Wells story, right? Y'all know I'm going to continue to spread the word and spread the news so that way my guy gets justice. Because like I told you, the main reason why I'm like hitting this case so hard and so heavy, I'm not going to lie to you, dog. Nolan Wells, like, I know this sounds cliche and it sounds crazy, but he could have been me. He could have been my little brother. He could have been anybody that I know. And I'm a former athlete. I played Division I college football. Easily. I've been on boats, especially with homies who wasn't the same skin color as me. Thank God I came back. But he could have been anybody. He could have been even one of y'all watching this. So I'm going to continue to talk about this. As a former athlete, it is my job and it is my duty that one of my athletes get justice. Because who knows what kind of career he could have had. We'll never know. But he doesn't deserve to be gone. But he is. So I got you, Justin. I got you, Nolan. We don't get justice for you. That's what I was about to say. Oh, of course I don't got the audio.
Mississippi teen Nolan Wells is about to file a major lawsuit, and they responded last night to a narrative from one of Nolan's purported friends. And there is another one of Nolan's friends who also took legal action against what he claims is misinformation. There is a lot to get into, and we're going to talk about it right now. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. An interview with my colleague Chris Cuomo last night, which puts a lot of this into perspective. We got to talk about it too. And plus, there is reporting that a friend of Nolan's is taking legal action.
Come on.
But what happened? And at some point, the results from the official state medical examiner as well, including toxicology reports. The family is conducting. A lot of things we have to talk about. Everything with me on set, Dave. Always good to see you. And you got your Substack too, right?
I do, at Dave Aronberg.
This own product prepared shows that happened. So this is Nolan's parents, and they were alongside their attorney Ben Crump. And the two things that really stood out to me in terms of the investigation were as follows. So Trayston Shepard, who we've talked about before, purportedly Nolan's friend, spoke on the Officer Tatum YouTube show, and he was previously been interviewed by other outlets. He denied having anything to do with Nolan's death. On the Officer Tatum show, he said that Nolan's mom got on TV, claimed she didn't know him, and he said that couldn't be further from the truth, that he and Nolan met in the 9th grade, that Nolan was his best friend, that their friend group is mixed race. So that kind of is going against the narrative that race had something to do with what happened to Nolan. On Cuomo last night, Chris asked Elmore if he knows Trayston. Elmore said, "No, I don't. Just because you park your vehicle in someone's yard doesn't mean that they have to know you." Now, Tatum, again, this YouTuber who's been following the saga, commenting on the developments, then he was on Katie Pavlich's show later on.
So what they're talking about, because obviously they just want to show the quote. They don't want to give nobody, like the smaller creators, any credit or any, any other news outlet, any validity. I will show you this. Production. I knew. See how I knew y'all wasn't gonna have the audio already ready? It's okay.
Christine, I'll start with you. At this point, what is your biggest question about what's happening with this investigation?
It is really the same question that started it all, which is what happened to Nolan. That is the only question that we want answered. We just want to know what happened to our son.
Period.
I know I
that.
personally, through my social media, also Attorney Ben and his team through their social media, that's been the big focus, you know, just trying to make sure that everyone understands that at the end of the day, we would want what any parent would want, which is answers to find out what happened.
That kid Trace in the interview say that he was friends with Nolan and that you guys would know him. Do you know him? Do you recognize him?
No, I don't. Just because you park your vehicle in someone's yard doesn't mean that they have to know you. Sounds more to me like he's more focused on getting people to know him and getting away from the fact that his so-called best friend is not here anymore. Everyone that they may have interviewed are at home. Our son isn't. Our son should be in college right now. We should be receiving phone calls from him about how his day went, but we can't. And we just want everybody to focus on what the real subject matter is.
Understood. And
so remember, when they talk about tracing, we don't know him. Just saying. Because what the parents got to laugh for.
On in the night. And he said, quote, "It's very confusing. I don't know why a young man would say that he's friends and literally be emotional when he talked about Nolan. I mean, he literally cried and teared up off camera. And I felt like it was very genuine." Now, Tatum said he doesn't know the families personally. He can't say for certain, what's happening here or why there seems to be a conflict of narratives. But he did say, quote, "I don't know if they're being genuine because you don't always know your children's friends." Dave, where do we stand on this?
Well, it's true that parents may not know their children's friends. There's been a dispute here amongst the family and the friends. You remember there were reports that the family tried to get Nolan's belongings, keys from the friends, and then according to reports, the family, parents, I think it was the father or the mother, I believe it was the father, complained that one of the friends was indifferent to giving him Nolan's keys that were left behind. And then there's the issue of why did the friends have Nolan's phone? Well, that to me is easily answerable because you don't take your phone into the water with you. So from the beginning, there has been this type of...
See, I'm going to have to turn this shit off. Oh, man. He already showed us that he's by his chat. Oh, God. True on crime. I thought y'all was really true on crime. Law, crime, sidebar. I thought y'all was really true, but let's listen to this statement one more time. Maybe I'm tripping.
Because you don't take your phone. Why did the friends have him Nolan's keys that were left behind? And then there's the issue of why did the friends have Nolan's phone? Well, that to me is easily answerable because...
So why did they have his phone is easily answerable, sir? What do you mean? How?
You don't take your phone into the water with you.
Oh, but you don't take your phone into the water with you. That is true. But ain't you gonna take your phone if you stand back on the island and your friend's about to leave you and they about to go home and you about to stay back either with a girl or you about to just stay back because you don't want to potentially ride on the boat with them? And she gonna grab your phone? How's that so easily? Okay.
So from the beginning, that's keys that were left behind. And then there's the issue of why did the friends have Nolan's phone? Well, that to me is easily answerable because you don't take your phone into the water with you.
It's easily answerable.
So from the beginning, there has been this type of tension between the family and the friends. But if you look at this from the big picture, there's still no evidence that there's any foul play.
My question, legal.
Whoa, shit. We know what we watching now. There's still no evidence of foul play, sir. Not even a smidge. First, it makes sense why he left his phone on the... God damn it. I thought we had some... yeah, this ain't Nancy Grace show no more, y'all.
Legal question, and then I'll talk about the phone in a second because there was a part of the interview where Ben Crumb talked about the phone. If you are going to do interviews if you're
There's no suspected of foul play at all.
going to go put out a narrative,
God damn.
that could expose you to potential jeopardy, whatever you say, legal jeopardy. The other way of looking at it is if you really didn't do anything and he really had nothing to hide, and you wouldn't do these interviews. So I'm just curious, like the fact that they're doing the interviews, him, Warren Hudson, does that suggest to you maybe they had absolutely nothing to do with this? There's no connection here. They're telling the complete truth.
Well, Trayston, he left early, so we know for a fact he had nothing to do with it, but they're using him as a pawn because he's mixed and he looks black. So that way he can go ahead, get that narrative out that, hey, here's Nolan's black friend. He's saying that the kids didn't do anything. Trust me, we understand that narrative. Warren's coming out because Warren, at the end of the day, he knows exactly what happened, but he knows he's not really liable for anything because it wasn't his boat. He was just there as a bystander. He was just there as a witness. He can come forward and tell the truth, but he's choosing not to. And now his dad is really saying that, hey, we have nothing to do with this. And hey, we're either going to put up a $50,000 reward. That's kind of funny because when Tyler Perry was putting up money, when Terrell Owens was putting up money, when Al Sharpton was putting up money around the funeral time, y'all was nowhere to be found. But it seems like 2 weeks later, after this horrible, crazy audio decides to come out, now y'all want to put up a $50,000 reward. But okay, that's cool. Let's continue.
They seem credible to me because they're not doing this with a lawyer next to them. Their statements are free flowing. They seem like they're speaking because they actually had a fondness for Nolan. They were very close friends, and they don't like the narrative being put out there that they're this racist group who wanted to kill someone who they loved. And so,
or indifferent to what happened to him by leaving him behind.
Or indifferent. Well, the reports were that the reason why Nolan didn't get into the boat was because the boat was taking on water. And also there was the girl who apparently Nolan was talking to. The boat was taking on reports were that the reason why Nolan didn't get into the boat was because the boat was taking on water. And also there was...
Oh, what you mean? The reports are the reason that Nolan didn't get in the boat because the boat was taking on water. We heard Warren literally say we was yelling that... Okay. So why is anybody getting on the boat as a boat taking on water? Wouldn't you want everybody off the boat besides the person who's trying to actually figure? Anyway, I thought the boat was right next to it. Okay.
The girl who apparently Nolan was talking to. This happens. You're there with a group of friends taking multiple boats, and if one boat is leaving and taking on water, you can easily say, well, I'll just go on another boat.
Let's talk about the phone for a second. So Ben Crump, again, he was on with Cuomo, talked about the phone. So there's a whole lot of talk out there about whether Nolan reportedly left his phone behind. Why did he do it? Whether any data was deleted from it. Now, Nolan's purported friend Warren Hudson told Brandon Tatum on this YouTube show, there was no reason for us to get on Nolan's phone. No one touched Nolan's phone. If none of us had touched Nolan's phone, then, there's no reason for anything to be deleted. Ben Crump said to Cuomo last night, quote, his mother called his phone repeatedly with no answer. That raises questions. That's all we want to get to is answers. If that's true, that's interesting, right? Because wouldn't the friends pick up the phone?
Possibly. And I know Ben Crump.
What do you mean possibly? What the fuck? That is new developments. Because first you said he ain't going to take his phone. He going to leave his phone on the boat because he in water. Now you saying the fact that Nolan Wells' mom was calling his phone and they had his phone and wouldn't pick up. If you got your friend phone, won't you call his mom and say, hey, we have Nolan's phone just in case. We haven't heard from him. We haven't seen him. We thought he was going to meet us back here at the house, but he's nowhere to be found. We just wanted to let you know that he got his phone. You don't wait until 11, 12 o'clock at night when his mom is searching for the phone to then decide to give him the phone. But you didn't even decide to give him the phone because they pulled up on y'all to get the phone at 11, 12, 1 o'clock at night. So if you really got Nolan's phone, how come you just won't, hey, hello, Miss Christine. Yes, we have Nolan's phone. We just wanted to let you know. Oh, Miss Christine, we saw you calling. Hey, we have Nolan's phone. What's your excuse now, my guy?
He's an honorable person.
Wouldn't the friends all we want to repeatedly? Ben Crump said to Cuomo last night, quote, his mother called his phone repeatedly with no answer. That raises questions. That's all we want to get to is answers. If that's true, that's interesting, right? Because
if it's true,
wouldn't the friends
pick be true? Why would she lie about calling his phone multiple times? Can we just check her phone record? Oh, okay.
Pick up the phone.
Possibly. And I know Ben Crump, he's an honorable person. And I understand why the family and Ben Crump and Reverend Al Sharpton are concerned about the lack of transparency. But the fact that no one picked up the phone is not in itself evidence of foul play. That phone was apparently on the boat without Nolan, and it could have rang, it could have been on silent mode, and people may have not have known that the phone was ringing. And also, we don't know the facts. Like the family.
What do you mean? Warren said that they initially, when they got back, they took the phone from the boat, they gave it to Wyatt and put it in Wyatt's truck. So wouldn't Wyatt probably look at the phone? Oh, dang, Nolan mom called. You can't, I'm pretty sure can't, even though when a phone, can I go here and go options and can I call somebody potentially with a phone off? Y'all think I can call? I got a missed call from my brother. You think I can just call and just swipe? Oh, okay. Okay.
Family had said that Nolan's videos and pictures were missing, and that is suspicious, but there's no proof of that. We don't know that for sure.
So we talked about this yesterday. I'm going to bring it up again. Nolan's mother, Christine, has appeared to file these subpoenas for all these records from TikTok, Snapchat, WhatsApp, Meta, Life 360. And they're part of this legal case regarding the estate of Nolan Wells. She appears to be the administrator. And these subpoenas are seeking account information, subscriber information, usernames, phone numbers, IP addresses, communications, photos. How important is all of that? What answers could they get from subpoenaing these records? And by the way, is there any legal argument? Is there any legal mechanism by which these companies would refuse to hand over this information?
Some of those companies will say you have to give us a subpoena from a law enforcement agency to get it. But other companies may say, well, if it's any request for documents or request for videos from a lawyer in a civil lawsuit, including a subpoena, that could suffice.
Do you have to file a lawsuit first?
If you want to submit a subpoena, yeah, you're going to have to.
Or in anticipation of litigation.
You can do a letter, what's called a preservation letter.
Right.
And then it's up to the companies to preserve it. And if they don't, they could be in trouble if there's a later lawsuit. They've been warned, and now they're destroying potential evidence. But there's more heft behind it if it's a criminal investigation than if it's a private lawyer involved. But even if you get this information, one way or another, it's not necessarily a smoking gun, but it would help determine whether there were videos that could be incriminating that were deleted. And that's why I'm not as concerned with this dispute over whether videos were deleted or not, whether Nolan's phone was wiped or not, because that can be easily determined. All it takes is the metadata that's stored in the cloud. It's not like we're in the 1970s anymore.
So I am curious if we're getting closer to a potential lawsuit. I mentioned that, but then we have a new development. It was reported by People magazine that a preservation notice, which you just mentioned, a notice to preserve evidence, was sent by Nolan's family to the families of Nolan's friends and different investigative bodies or agencies. And one letter that was obtained says, quote, accordingly, you have an immediate legal duty to preserve all materials of all kinds within your possession, custody, or control that may be relevant in any way to the claims or defenses. This duty includes not only you, but also your family members. And according to reporting from People and ABC News, one was even sent, for example, to Ashley Cole, who's a judge whose son was reportedly with Nolan Wells that day. It seems like they might be filing a lawsuit. In what capacity, against who, and what would be the claims?
It could be a wrongful death action. Remember, when you prosecute someone for a murder or homicide, you need to prove it beyond a reasonable doubt. But if you are moving ahead with a lawsuit based on wrongful death or battery, you only need to prove it with the preponderance of the evidence. Is it more likely than not that it occurred?
Lower standard, yeah.
A lower standard, right? O.J. Simpson was found not guilty because the standard beyond a reasonable doubt was so high, but he was found liable for the deaths of Nicole Simpson and Ronald Goldman. Lower standard. So what the family's doing here is what they've already been doing with the independent autopsy. They don't necessarily trust what the government is doing. And so they're saying, we're going to do our own investigation, the independent autopsy, which was inconclusive. And we don't trust that there'll be criminal charges filed. So we're going to do an investigation via lawsuit through private lawyers. That's where the preservation letter comes from.
So in other words, through discovery, through the exchange of material, through depositions, things of that nature. Do you think that this could potentially get them the answers that they're looking for?
I think they're going to get the answers from the criminal investigation, because the criminal investigation is just not being super transparent. That's kind of normal, though, with criminal investigations. And the DA said they're going to produce things once they vet it through a grand jury. They're going to take the information to a grand jury, and then they'll release the autopsy, the toxicology report. All these things are relevant. So once the investigation is closed, then everyone will see it. If there is a case, then everyone will see it too. So I think that they're just making sure that all the T's are crossed and I's are dotted. But in the end, I don't think they're going to get any additional information that they will not already get from the criminal investigation.
Just want to focus us on a second what a lawsuit would look like. What would be the claim? Either wrongful death, X, Y, and Z, you caused Nolan's death, or you left him by himself and he died. Is that a legal cause of action? And also, Do they have any claim against law enforcement?
Much tougher to sue law enforcement. They've got sovereign immunity.
Yeah.
You can sue friends, though. Private citizens don't have any such immunity. You could go after them for culpable negligence or just plain negligence. You violated your duty of care if you can establish a duty of care. But in the end, it's not so easy, because if you don't have real evidence, if you're just going on a fishing expedition, then the subpoenas, the deposition notices could get quashed by the court. They could say, no, you just can't without evidence start suing people.
Because if you file a lawsuit, the first thing defendant will file a motion to dismiss it, saying, even if you say everything is true, it doesn't support the claims, your causes of action.
Is there a cause of action, right? What's the cause of action? And because what you say in the lawsuit has to be, you have to base it on something.
Right.
So what they'll do is they'll make allegations, and then the judge could throw it out if there's no there. But if the judge does not, then it's discovery, and then they can get information that they think they've been deprived of. But I really do believe that they're going to get all this information. It's just going to take a little longer than we all want, and it's coming from the state.
One of the other legal developments is you have this apparent friend of Nolan Wells, Bart Edmondson Jr. And apparently he has gotten caught in the crossfire by some online sleuths. Some have speculated that he had a connection with this young woman that Dave and I were talking about before, the one that Nolan was purportedly talking to, maybe stayed on the island with, that they were romantically linked. His attorney, yes, he has an attorney, says that is not true. That is not the young lady. And that is the point. Edmondson is legally fighting those he claims are spreading misinformation about him. In fact, in a statement to Law and Crime, I'm going to read this to you. It says, quote, after a week of egregiously false and defamatory is legally fighting.
Hold on. Hey, don't sue my bedroom lawyer, bruh. That's all the Kimberly. Hey, don't sue her, man. She's just reporting the facts. Kimberly. Why they trying to come at you, Kimberly? Why? God dang. Yeah, I think Kimberly worried. I think she worried.
OnlyFans model. Okay, so yeah, I never said I was really great at that. Okay, I'm not a great hoe. I never took hoe in law school. I actually don't know how to be a hoe. All the hoes that I was trying to teach me, they didn't want to teach me how to be a hoe. I was trying to be the best hoe I could be, but I'm not a great hoe. I'm a terrible OnlyFans model. That's why I'm fucking poor, bitch.
I just wanted to bring a little humor to the chat. Excuse our French, man, but excuse our French, but oh, let's show one more video from it. Hold on, my bad. But this is a legit one.
Even scroll down my page, I was even telling you what that damn it fart meant. I was telling you that to me, that doesn't mean anything. You might go read into damn it fart and want to put your own, I know objectively what those words mean. That only means that I can prove fart was there. That doesn't mean anything else. And that's also on my page. So I'm just looking at evidence and telling you what it means or doesn't mean. That's all I'm doing. So, like, y'all gonna sue me for that? Sue me. I never alleged killed nobody. I never alleged nothing with Katie. I just, from what I fucking saw was the facts that we are gathering associated with this person's involvement. That's all from official records. You can even scroll down my page. I was
yeah. But in other news, let's continue. I'll finish this Law and Crime video. All right, I'm going to speed it up a little bit because they kind of pissing me off because they really just sitting here and ain't talking about nothing. And the one guy, he already proved his bias not even 3 seconds into the video. Like, that was kind of crazy how I caught him like that. And I wasn't even trying to. I was actually trying to really be objective and watch this video. But it's all good. We're going to watch one last video, and then we're going to move on after this. All right, that's cool. All right.
those he claims are spreading misinformation about him. In fact, in a statement to Law and Crime, I'm going to read this to you. It says, quote, after a week of egregiously false and defamatory accusations against Bart Edmondson Jr., accusations which resulted in credible death threats now being investigated by the FBI, the Edmondson family has released a statement addressing their son's knowledge of and cooperation in the Nolan Wells investigation. Please see the attached statement as well as a cease and desist evidence preservation notice sent today to an online influencer in anticipation of defamation litigation against her. My law office is representing the family. If you have any questions, please direct them to this address. So then you go to this statement of Edmondson family on Nolan Wells investigation, pervasive defamation and threats. It says, quote, the Edmondson family expresses its sincere condolences to the family of Nolan Wells for their tragic loss. Recent targeted attacks on our son, Bart Jr., now make our silence impossible. Hundreds of Mississippi Gulf Coast residents journeyed out to Horn Island to celebrate the holiday on the 4th of July. Home from college, Bart Jr. was among them. He piloted his own boat to Horn Island and piloted his own boat home. When a nearby boat suffered a mechanical malfunction on the afternoon of the 4th, which is what we were just talking about before, Bart Jr. gave advice and direct aid to the distressed vessel. As part of this, he boarded the distressed vessel, removed its transom plug, got back onto his boat, and towed the distressed vessel for a short distance. These actions allowed water that had accumulated on the distressed vessel to drain. Bart Jr. believes that more than 20 passengers were spread across the two boats to witness these events. Goes on to say, when Nolan's disappearance and death came to light, Bart Jr. freely and fully cooperated with law enforcement investigating the tragedy. He sat for interviews, answered all of the questions he was asked, and shared all of his recollection from July 4th, 2026. Bart Jr. also compiled a list of potential witnesses. Goes on to say he allowed his phone to be viewed and shared, requested photographs and videos from that day with law enforcement. He also permitted the inspection of his boat and GPS device. At no point in this process has Bart Jr. ever been identified as a suspect in Nolan's death. This has not stopped people from engaging in dangerous speculation, nor has it stopped outright fabrications. This week, it has been Bart Jr.'s turn to be accused by thousands of online strangers who do not know him, do not know any relevant facts, and do not care about our community or the truth of what happened. We have retained legal counsel for the purpose of pursuing recourse against those individuals fabricating lies about him or our family. The first cease and desist and spoliation letter is being issued today to an online user who originated many of the falsehoods against Bart Jr. This user shared pictures of our home, our residential address, land plats, and information about our work while simultaneously falsely asserting through various videos and posts that Bart Jr. is a suspect, that he caused or contributed to Nolan's death, or that he is involved in a cover-up of Nolan's death. It is a toxic combination in an emotionally charged environment. None of these things are true. And just to give you an idea here, we have a copy of that.
Oh, none of those things are true? Well, the reason why we kind of started looking at Bart was because Bart went on Instagram when all these things first happened. And the reason Bart's name actually ended up just even coming up about was because Bart went on Instagram and this is what Bart said. And then Warren said what he said. And this caused us to really think about Bart.
What boat was Nolan on?
Nolan was on Wyatt Pyron's 22 Triton. On the way out, I went with my buddy Bart because we had a lot of friends from college coming.
I went with my buddy Bart.
Down.
I went with my buddy Bart. Oh, so you went with your buddy Bart. But why did Bart, when all this first went down, and the reason why my bedroom lawyer started talking about that man Bart was because I just want you to know, Nolan was a friend of mine. I want justice and the facts to come out. I just want you to know I live in Wyoming, and I have not been a past Christian for over a year. I grieve for Nolan and want the same as everyone else. Thank you for your support.
And Bart, I called Bart that morning. I was like, hey, man, can you take your boat out? And he was like, yeah, well, my dad decided not to go, and I'll take the boat and I'll take you and your friends. Of course. I mean, he's a buddy of mine. And so Bart pulled up at the dock, and I mean, I rode out there with Bart and a lot of the girls that go to college with my friends and I, and Nolan rode out on the Triton, and then we had a Palm Beach, 18 Palm Beach. There was 4 guys on that. There was like 8 people on the Triton, and then there was 8 or 9 people on the Triton, and then there was the rest of the group, which was ranged from maybe 10 to 15 or 16 people on my buddy's tide line, which is 24 tide line. So, I mean,
well, you should have just said Bart. Why you calling me a buddy again? Because you already said his name multiple times. Just call him Bart. We know buddy. Don't say buddy. So every time you refer to buddy in this interview, I got to go back and watch this interview. So every time you say buddy, you just talking about Bart. Okay.
We're all freaking out. All of our, we're not focused on anything else other than the boat. Well, then eventually my buddy Bart on the tide line is like, I'm going to pull y'all out. Eventually Bart pulls us out. We left at 4:30, but we really weren't pulled out away from everybody. We were probably about a quarter mile out, and we had the towing strap pulled from, Bart's port side cleat or starboard side cleat, and he was on our starboard side bow. And so it was rubbing on his power pole. So Bart turned around, pulled up next to our boat, and we were just trying to get it situated. So that's when Wyatt called Cito, and Wyatt was like, calls him
around the Cito, right? You guys called it in,
right?
They have that record.
Okay, but now we see. I'm not going to continue to play that whole video, but now we see why we even knew about Bart, because Bart came out when all this first broke and started lying. So Bart, that's why. That's why you got involved, my guy.
Cease and desist letter, and it says in part, quote, "Dear Ms. Lee, I have been retained to represent Bart Edmondson Jr., a Mississippi resident, in response to numerous false and defamatory statements you have published on social media channels under your control, including but not limited to Facebook and Instagram channels operating under the name of Kimbra Lee. We have also determined 2 potential aliases, including Susan Speezer and Lauren David." Dave, what do you make of that? I mean, that is quite the statement. Again, it kind of goes back to what I said before. If he really had something to do with this, if he had something to hide, I don't know if you'd be filing a lawsuit where all this could potentially get exposed.
That's the discovery process. You got to be careful, because if you file these lawsuits, then you open yourself up to discovery, depositions, document production. So the fact that they're taking initiative, again, tells me that I think they're being sincere and credible, and I don't believe this young man had anything to do with it. But he and others have been raked through the coals by people who have an agenda, who want to get clicks and likes, and they want to monetize it, and they're taking advantage of a terrible situation. So I applaud them for doing this, because actually I believe what they're doing is the right thing.
Generally speaking, if a lawsuit is filed in connection with a death investigation, so whether it is potentially the family's lawsuit or you have a lawsuit here, does that complicate investigators' work? Does that complicate prosecutors' work?
Yes, actually, it's a good point, because when you start doing interviews, and it can conflict with the interviews of the state. The state's doing their own interviews. So now if you have witnesses that you're depending on are now saying something different in the civil deposition, oh my gosh, right? Also, when you're talking about a criminal investigation, that generally would come first, because if the civil investigation goes first, if the civil lawsuit goes first, the prosecutors are less likely to charge a case. Why? Because law enforcement and prosecutors don't want to be used as leverage in a civil case. So if there's
explain that, what do you mean?
Well, for example, if there's an ongoing criminal investigation right now, and all of a sudden you see civil lawsuits filed, the law enforcement and prosecutors may look at that and say, okay, are we being used as leverage, that they're filing civil lawsuits, and they're telling us what we want to hear, so that we will put pressure on the defendants to settle.
Interesting.
And so, for example, I'm a private lawyer now, and we have clients who come to us and say, we have a beef with this other company, take it to law enforcement, and we also want to sue. I said, well, if we sue first, when we time cross-examination,
there's a lot of aside from the one there I'm talking about at her workplace, threatening messages, harassing mail. First of all, are you surprised to see this in today's rap of one of the young men out there? I'm talking about Ashley Cole has been receiving threats. Christine, again, Nolan's mom, has reportedly been harassed. Bad reviews being posted at her workplace, threatening messages, harassing mail. First of all, are you surprised?
How come you start with Ashley Cole, the judge, instead of starting with Christine, his mom? Okay, anyway, continue. I'm just
to see this in today's day and age, our true crime space. And number 2, what is the line? What is the First Amendment free speech line versus, you're crossing into legal liability?
Well, death threats are illegal. Threats of violence, illegal. Extortion is illegal. And we see this now so often. This is part of our culture, sadly. And we saw this in the Karen Reed case, where you have the family of the victim, you have people in the house, innocent people, who to this day are badmouthed and harassed and threatened. And I don't understand how we've gotten here. The internet makes any keyboard commando in their mother's basement a very brave, courageous person until they go out in public. And then they would never say to your face what they would say behind your back on a computer keyboard on the anonymity of the internet. So we're seeing this more and more, and it should be held accountable. And that's why I think defamation lawsuits can be used in this context. But they're tough, because if you're dealing with a public figure, you've got to prove what's called actual malice. Here, these plaintiffs are not public figures. These friends of Nolan Wells are not public figures. They will have an easier time winning a defamation lawsuit.
So if you're an online commentator and you're saying this person should be looked at, or there's some suspicious things about this person, like, where does it go from online speculation again into legal territory? Is it like you have to make a definitive false statement? That person's a killer. That person did that. I mean, where is it like, this person should be looked at? And there's some questions surrounding this person. That's not actionable.
All right, y'all. I tried to make it through that whole thing. I can't. I can't. I gave him my best shot. I did. But in other news and other things, yeah, dog. Yeah. There's so many different things, dog. So many different things. So many different things going on with this Nolan Wells case. Hold on. Give me 1 second, y'all. Oh, yeah, I should just show the whole thing. Well, that makes sense. All right, my bad, y'all. I had a sidebar real quick, but real quick, did y'all hear about this stuff going on with Dr. Fauci and the pandemic and COVID? Did y'all hear about all that? Just asking for a friend. Before, should we stick on Nolan Wells for one more? Should I? Oh crap! I did forget to show y'all that video. My bad. Last Nolan Wells video coming at you before we move on to Dr. Fauci and this COVID-19 vaccine, because they're saying potentially we might have took the vaccine, or you might have took the vaccine, or people might have took the vaccine for no reason. I wonder why. But Secret Service Sam, he may have an update for us. Dun dun dun.
Service Sam here with a Nolan Xavier Wells update, and they are saying that the autopsy is officially done. The state is finally finished it. What is this, almost a month later? Like, I'm not sure what took them so long, but anyway, I'm digressulating. They are going to make the announcement tomorrow. They will share it with the grand jury. They will share it with the family. We're hoping. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to be made public, but I could make a few speculations that I'm sure they're going to say there was some drugs in his system. They'll probably try and say alcohol. I'm interested to see what the lungs will tell. Did he, was it an accidental drowning? The neck that was not given for the second autopsy for the family, what will that show? So we will just have to wait and see. But we are praying for the family, and you know, I don't know. Stacey Turner, the medical examiner, there's been some questions behind her past rulings, allegedly. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Apparently, Don Lemon is going to have the lawyers on tomorrow on his YouTube show. So I will keep you updated as more comes in. Secret Service Sam out Samson for president of the world. Secret.
So the autopsy is supposed to be released tomorrow. The autopsy is supposed to be released tomorrow. This is what we all been waiting for. This will potentially answer some questions or make this case even bigger. But if the autopsy is supposed to be done and in by tomorrow, all I know, y'all better send that neck over to Washington, D.C. so my guy can finish the first autopsy. All I know, that neck better still be intact. So that way, you know, the second autopsy guy, he can take a look at it. But, yeah. Jesus Christ. Justice for Nolan Wells, man. That's it. That's all. That's all we want. But it's kind of interesting, though. My bad, y'all. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Oh my goodness. My bad, y'all. I'm kind of going on because I'm trying to make sure that I don't have any more Nolan Wells updates for you. I was just making sure I checked it. I checked it. He needs some milk. Get him off the sticks. But no, I was just trying to make sure I didn't have any more important updates. I know that was probably the last most important update that I wanted to show y'all. That in the Nolan Wells case, yes, it is true. Yeah, it is true. It is true that the autopsy is coming through tomorrow. I do want to show y'all another valid source, but actually, let's do this. I'm gonna show y'all one more valid source. All right, but obviously, the autopsy is supposed to be released tomorrow by the state. So ABC News, they're reporting, of course, ABC News. It's kind of ironic how they got the story first, right? Kind of ironic how ABC News, how they broke the story. But according to officials' report, the state's autopsy is going to be released tomorrow. I'm about to play this video. I'm about to show you this video, news report from ABC. I would just fact check me because I wanted to make sure, obviously, this is really ABC and it was from ABC, and what Secret Service Sam said was legible, because I only show y'all legible information and people that actually fact check what they're talking about. But with the autopsy being released tomorrow and with them telling ABC first, I wonder what the hell that autopsy gonna say.
For the family of Nolan Wells reveals new evidence in their investigation into how he died. Wells was only 18 years old when he disappeared during a 4th of July boating trip with friends off the coast of Mississippi's Swan Island. Days later, his body was found in the water off the Gulf Coast, leading the family to commission a separate autopsy. Minutes ago, the family's attorney, Ben Crump, announced that his team has hired oceanic experts and that investigators will also analyze audio tapes connected to the case. ABC's Peter Haralambous joins me now for more. What else did Ben Crump announce today about their investigation?
Yeah, James, Ben Crump basically saying that his team is doing everything they can to figure out what happened to Nolan Wells, vowing to dot every I, cross every T. 3 specific steps he mentioned is having these forensic audio experts listen to the radio transmissions from the boat that was supposed to bring Nolan Wells back to shore. They've had these oceanic experts as well, looking at tide charts for the time around July 4th to trace where Nolan Wells' body might have gone, as well as having the doctor who did the autopsy in the case specifically look at Nolan Wells' throat and lungs, trying to figure out if he was conscious when he went into the water. He also implored Nolan Wells' friends to come forward if they have any information, saying, and I quote here, "Do for Nolan what he would have done for you."
Nolan's family is also issuing subpoenas to social media and tech companies to try and get records of their son's account. What more can you tell us?
Yeah, this is a group of civil subpoenas to the companies, including Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Snapchat, TikTok, and the GPS tracking app Life 360. This stems back to what Nolan Wells' mother actually told ABC News earlier this month, that when they retrieved his phone, they noticed that it appeared some messages were missing. They're hoping here that by getting the materials themselves from these social media companies, they can figure out what, if anything,
Bro, y'all said nothing about my autopsy being released. Y'all played that video and said nothing about the autopsy being released. Why y'all? This is ABC. This is official ABC website. Why y'all, bro? Not y'all too. Bait switching, clickbaiting. ABC. I thought y'all was better than this. But anyway, Nolan Wells' official state autopsy has been completed. According to officials familiar with the investigation into the Mississippi's teenager's death, the results of the autopsy conducted by the state's medical examiner's office in Mississippi has not been made public yet. Once the investigation is complete, the case materials including the autopsy report will be presented to a grand jury, which will decide what happened to Wells and those involved in the crime. Bruh, are you serious? Why does this start off with Nolan Wells state autopsy completed amid investigation? So they're going to release the autopsy or they're not? Well, they're going to give it to the grand jury. So that means we're not fucking going to get it. God damn it, Secret Service Sam. Anyway, justice for Nolan Wells. SO to him. Now with some world reactions, a couple of things that I want to get into, and it's already getting late. I've already been talking about Nolan for about 2 hours. Jesus Christ. Jesus. But we're going to get into Could Have Been Records and a nice little fun video. All right. So kind of, if you continue to hear me talk about Nolan Wells' case, I gave a major update earlier, so go watch that video. We're done talking about Nolan Wells now. Now we're about to get into Coulda Been records and him doing it in Washington, D.C. It was hilarious. It was funny. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. I'll slow it down if I got to, but it was hilarious. It was hilarious. All right, so let's go ahead react to the Coulda Been records. This is the last thing we're probably gonna get into tonight. I was gonna get into some other sports topics, but we'll say that for tomorrow.
I'm gonna ask you a question. I don't want you to get mad at it. Are you a crackhead? I'm sorry. You know what the fuck dope is,
I know
man?
dope. I know what dope is.
I'm not talking about no goddamn cigarettes.
Popular comedian actor Druski sparked massive crowds in Northeast today.
Thousands of people are out here for their chance with Druski.
Welcome to season 3 of Coulda Been auditions. One stage, one moment. This is where careers are made or disappear.
We might blow this job if we don't get it.
10 century things or something like.
Don't nobody do nothing slight for 10 years.
Search continues, and the next chapter starts now.
You got a long chin. I like that.
Yeah, dude.
I'll speed it up a little bit, but we ain't gonna watch this.
You gonna do me like that?
After the 45 mark, it's just pills.
Talent shows back when I was in elementary and middle school.
Nigga talking about elementary and middle school. He's slow. Get him out of here. Bad Bunny, get him the fuck out of here. Benito.
And do it anyway.
I know Baltimore nigga when I see him.
I ain't from Baltimore, man.
God damn, there's hella flies in this bitch. Who the fuck gave you the key to the city, man? Come on, man. It smells like dope, man. Let me call G Unit up. Yo, 50 Cent. What's good, brother?
I'm not gonna play no fucking games with you. When I say crack, your eyes open up.
Wife or husband? This nigga got a deep voice right here.
Don't be looking at my bitch.
It's light, but it's heavy.
Looking at the knee. The knee work is crazy. Fun size. Get him the fuck out of here.
I'm one of the best rappers in the city.
No, hold on. Let's get into it.
It's the K-O, the K-A, the M-O-E. I'm just saying, how you doing, Druski? And locked up to the nitty and the gritty. I'm the one with the key to this city.
Hey, man. Hey.
I'm sorry.
Who the fuck gave you the key to the city, man?
Your mayor, Marion Barry.
Who?
Marion Barry.
Is that the real key to the city?
Yes, it is.
Let me see the key. Let me see this shit, man.
See this Washington, D.C. that's spinning around?
Come on, man. This shit smell like dope, man.
I smell like dope. It smell like
Oh,
me.
come on, man.
It smell like me.
So tell me this, man. I just want to get down to the bottom of it. Ain't never did no dope in your life.
Hell no. Are you sick out your mind? I'm a master electrician in the city.
Have you done dope or not?
Never.
What kind of drugs have you done?
Marijuana, alcohol, and K2.
That's what the fuck I'm talking about, man. How the fuck you leave K2 out? That's the worst one, nigga. You know, that's how you lose teeth.
This teeth been out before I even started doing anything. Just because I went through the windshield of a car.
Why you go through a windshield of a car if you ain't drinking and driving? And
No, it was somebody else drinking. I was in the passenger side and I went through it because he was drunk.
Who was doing the K2?
This wasn't K2 then. This was so long ago.
Nigga, how the fuck long ago we talking about the 80s?
I used to do K2. I don't do it no more. That's back then.
When you're saying back then, what is it? 70s, 80s?
Back then, it's like last week.
You seem to know a lot about dope, man.
D-O-P-E. That's spelled dope. It's different types of dope, but I only smoke one of them.
You came in here saying you sober, bro.
I am sober. I bet you give me your own test right now.
See, my uncle did dope, man. And I know the smell. I smell it on that keychain that you said that was the key to the city. That was a lie. First lie.
Oh,
Second
you know
lie,
what?
you don't do dope. You do dope, man. I know when I see
That's
it.
the way y'all use words about dope. Dope is not dope. It's different types of dope.
I'm mad I touched it. I got secondhand.
Hey, I understand, but dope is dope, and I don't use dope.
Just get back to the fucking music.
I'm slicker than the oil. I got more raps than aluminum got foil. I never once fussed.
You see how you rapping about aluminum foil? You done fucking dope, nigga. You've done dope.
I never did dope, but you ain't gonna carry me like groceries. I know what I did. You know what you think I've done. So if a cat got your tongue, get a dog.
See, get this stupid nigga out of here, man. I know dope when I say it. Get him out of here.
Damn, they threw me like that.
Come on, man.
I ain't never did no dope, no none of that. I smoke marijuana. I used to smoke K2, but that's about it.
He said he just smoked K2 last week.
Druski Drew. What are you doing?
What's good? What's good?
It's your girl Beyonce on the track. Run the shit about AKA. Shit. What's going on?
Damn.
Yeah, what's wrong?
You got a long chin. I like that.
Yeah, I do.
I like that. So what made you put track shoes on?
Oh, because these comfortable. I was waiting 9 hours.
You was waiting 9 hours.
9 hours.
All bullshit aside, I'm sorry about that because I know when fine shit come in here, I got to make sure I attend to. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's hear what you got.
This is a song I made for my sister that died. I just want to see you walk through that door, yeah. You ever went to sleep to a dream and woke up to a nightmare? Yeah.
So this is about your sister that died, and you threw all them TikTok moves in there.
She gone. I gotta live for her.
What's her name?
Beyonce.
How'd she pass away?
She got shot. I was actually in a car.
Your blood sister?
You can say that. Blood couldn't make us no closer.
Let's get out of here. No, we'll figure it out. That was good, though. That was good. That was good. Thank you, mama. What's your name?
Beyonce.
You said your sister died, name was Beyonce.
No, that's me. It's Brown.
God damn, it's hella flies in this bitch. What the
Those are the little fruit flies.
Did you bring these in?
Nah, I ain't bring these in.
God damn.
Y'all have fruit flies where y'all be at?
Nah, I ain't from the country, nigga. So explain the bump on the forehead. What happened?
I used to run around, play, hit my head on the wall when I was young.
I could tell.
Yeah.
Oh, I could tell. You did a lot of bumping that head, didn't you? That can affect your brain. You don't want to do that too often. Hopefully you slow down on that because I'm telling you, man, it's bad out here. I had a homeboy, he never recovered from that in 2nd grade, Scott McDougal. He's full-blown now.
Lord.
So I'm glad you stopped bumping that head, man, because it's a thing. I'm telling you. Let's hear some music.
I don't got no beat, no beat.
Let's get mad at him. You're wasting time.
No.
No, ain't no now. You should have figured it out. It ain't a math equation, man. It's just music. That's what we produce here, music.
Why are you walking like that?
Name and age.
My name is Wayne Ralma Blake. I have named after my father.
What year was your father born?
My father?
Yeah.
Really must have no idea.
Slave years.
I'm sorry?
Was he born in the slave years?
No. I'm Jamaican.
Oh, you Jamaican. They do a lot of f***ing.
Definitely.
How much sex have you had in the last 40 years?
Sex? Not much recently. Dry.
I figured that. I'm saying the last 40 years.
4 years?
40.
Can't count.
That's not surprising to me. I'm gonna ask you a question. I don't want you to get mad at it, all right?
I'm sorry?
Are you a crackhead?
I'm sorry?
Are you a crackhead?
I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't smoke
I didn't
cigarettes.
say nothing about no
No,
cigarettes.
I'm
No,
not
because
a
I'm tired of this
I know
shit, man.
drugs.
All the older niggas coming in here talking about they don't know what the dope is and shit. You know what the dope
I
is,
know
man.
dope. I know what dope is. I don't
You know
take
what the
dope.
fuck dope
I'm
is,
trying to
man.
tell you, I
Damn.
don't take no drugs at all. I
Have you
never
done
had.
dope or not?
Never. No, sir.
I'm not talking about cigarettes, man. Niggas keep talking about weed
Okay,
and
I'm
cigarettes.
just saying. I just don't do nothing.
I'm sick of this shit,
I've
man.
never for my whole life.
I'm not talking about no goddamn cigarettes.
Okay, now I heard you, sir.
Oh, now you can hear me.
I don't do nothing. Drinking or nothing. I'm a Christian.
Nigga, I'm a Christian too. I done did some fucked up shit.
So now you know I don't do none of those things.
Nigga, Christians sin too. Have you ever in your 80 years of life been a crackhead?
As far as smoking cigarettes or inhaling like cigarettes?
No, and see, you start talking about inhaling.
Okay.
See, no.
Okay, I know. Okay, let me tell you.
Hey, listen, man. I'm not finna play games with you, nigga.
I'm not trying to play no games. I'm too old to play games.
Let me tell you something. I'm not gonna play no fucking games with you.
Dude.
When I say crack, your eyes open up. You know crack when you see it, right?
I never did anything crack. Good.
Let me tell you something. I'm here to fuck with you, nigga. I do the fucking.
You know what? I don't need this.
Put your hat back on. Yeah, go ahead. He good, man. Y'all chill out. I wanted to give you a deal. Do you do anything outside of dancing?
I haven't worked for decades when I got sick.
I want to do something for you. Let me see if I got my wallet. Damn. I left my wallet at the room.
Okay.
Come here. Take this key. I want you to go to the Conrad Hotel. You go to room 1006. When you get to room 1006, go in a black bag. A black bag got my wallet in it.
Okay, where's this?
You get my card out of it. It's at the Conrad.
Where's the Conrad?
The Conrad downtown. You're going to go down there, go to room 1006. You're going to grab my wallet.
You know, I got to know where to go.
God damn it, man.
Dude, give me an address. I take the bus. I don't drive. You have a
Nigga, I'm trying to get you a...
I know, I understand.
Nigga, rags to riches, nigga.
I understand.
Rags to riches.
I don't know where to go. How am I going to get there to do what you want me to do?
God damn it, nigga.
Get somebody to take me.
Come on. You want to get rich enough?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
I said my wallet is at room 1006.
1006.
At the Conrad.
Conrad.
It's a black bag. Grab my wallet.
1006.
And take everything off that gold card that you see. It's an Amex. A-M-E-X. It's an Amex gold card. Get everything off that motherfucker you can, and I want to help you, nigga.
Conrad. The address on here?
God damn it. Get this nigga out. If you can't find shit, nigga, fuck it.
You ain't got to do all that.
I can't do no more, man. I can only help as such.
Huh?
God damn it. It's simple directions, man.
All right, so once again, if you're just now tuning in, all right, we've been having a long week talking about this Nolan Wells case and everything that has to do with that. Sports Talk coming back at you tomorrow. Be tuned in around 2 o'clock for some Sador Sanders camp updates for day 3 of camp. But yes, we are watching this because at the end of the day, we all need to laugh. That's the Druski, man. Let's get back to the video.
I'm telling you, it's like, God damn. You want to get rich or die trying. You know what I'm saying? Do you want to get rich or die trying, man? The nigga just kind of want it. He just kind of want it. He don't want it bad enough. I told him where I'm at. I told him where my wallet at, everything. He don't want it. He just kind of want it.
Bro. Who we got with him? Nothing to do.
What's going on, man?
Who's sucking who titties in here, man?
Shit, whoever wants to suck them, free.
Are you aware that his tits are out?
It's my security.
Let's get him out of here.
Soon as we make love, going hard, you hear?
A nigga with pregnated titties. That's what's leading our youth. That's what's leading our youth right there, man. That nigga can play jump rope with them nipples, can he? Good God almighty.
Swamp, 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 swamp,
swamp. You married, kids? What's up?
Nah, man, I'm not married. No kids yet.
How old are you?
43.
43. No kids, not married?
No kids. Nah, not married.
Not married. No kids.
Great pullout game.
Well, at that point, it's not a pullout thing. You're 43. It's time to grow the fuck up. You're almost 50, nigga.
You're right.
You better get you some kids before that don't work no more.
It's gonna work.
No, you got 2 years. You get past 45, that shit shut down.
I mean, if you keep on exercising, you
know.
know.
But they say that. After the 45 mark, it's just pills.
Oh, man, so.
And just keep you going until you die. That's the thing I'm trying to tell you. After 43, you got 2 years, and then you get 45, and you got just all pills from there. Take the hat off. Let me see. I just got to figure out, because it might be. Okay, put the hat back on. We'll figure it out. We'll talk outside. You might got a couple more years. What's wrong?
Jealous. I don't even care what a nigga got to say.
Too good. Get him out of here. Appreciate you. What's wrong with
good? Get him out of here.
What's good, Druski? Cousin Jimmy, I ain't your folks though, but what's good with it? I'm gonna put my gums on the hoe, trying to see what you want.
Hey, hold on, man.
Trying to take a bitch to Pound Town.
Okay, yeah. You ain't got the. What all have you been through, man?
Nothing, man. Just getting older, man. 50, getting that 50 mark.
Okay, yeah. Nigga 50, man. Nigga getting in that 50 model. Damn. Hands get rough around
DC,
50, ain't
man.
it?
DC,
Yes, sir.
you know what I mean?
So when you say you put your gums on the hoe, that mean?
Blah, blah, blah.
Ah.
You know what I'm talking about. We ain't no kid. We
Yeah.
older out here.
Alhamdulillah.
We eat. What, I say something wrong?
Let's get him out of here.
Everybody love that song. I'm gonna put my gums on the hoe. I got a song called Pound Town too. I should have did that.
If you know me, you know I already got front row seats to see Pip.
First day out of prison.
Too buff, get him out of there.
Get you next now. What? I'll get you next now, right? I'll get you next now. All right? What? What am I I'll get you next now. You don't know me, Druski. You don't know me. You don't know me.
Is she there by herself?
What up, Druski?
What up? What up?
What up, Druski? My name's Tatum Takeover.
Okay.
And I'm the hardest rapper out here.
Okay.
Never stressing. I wake up, it's a blessing. Count my win daily. Ain't no second guessing. It's the
We need everybody to stay in the black square. That's the thing. It's a security protocol. What's the neck shit about? What's that little neck twist you keep doing? I don't put up with that. You need to slow it down. Let's hear the rap from the beginning without coming up to the desk. Security protocol.
8 years old with a voice so bold. I'm young enough to leave the O. So when you see me on that track, you like, baby, baby. This will never beaten. I just went crazy.
Yeah.
That was hard.
We with it. We with it. Yeah.
Not hard enough. Let's get her out of here. No, I'm joking. I want to sign you. What'd you say your name was again?
Tatum Takeover.
Why they call you that?
I'm the hardest rapper out here, and I stand on business with that.
Okay. I like that. All right, come sign right here. Just read this line right here for me.
To this 360-day recording contract shall be the label could have been records.
Could have been. Just make sure you pronounce that right. Could have been.
Recording company agrees to.
Just sound it out.
Finances.
No, finances. That's finances. Now this is the most important one. This is the one I wanted you to read right here. Yeah, go ahead, circle that on that one. So finance is what we get from your parents.
Oh.
So anything you get partakes comes back to us regardless. So go ahead, read this next line right here about marketing.
Market and distribute.
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 No, you're gonna figure it out.
Artist.
You say I don't know now, but later you will. Just sign your name right there. As long as you know what you signed. I'm trying to get the kids to understand early. So you can't say when you turn 18, you ain't know. You know what I'm saying? Can you read and comprehend?
I think.
So you knew.
I think.
Thank you. Tatum, take over. Welcome to the label. Thank you, Tatum. You did good. Little does she know, right? Little does she know.
I got signed and everything, and he made me read a paper. I don't know what type of paper.
Druski, you ain't right for that, man.
Oh.
She said, I don't know what type of paper.
Good afternoon.
Hands out of pockets. F that. By the looks of it, you don't need no hands in none of your pockets, nigga. What's the reason for one sleeve being up?
Fellow. I wanted to show you I got a tattoo. Fellow. I'm young fellow. Whole sleeve say young fellow.
What?
Have you ever been anybody's
whole
shooter?
sleeve tattoo that just
No.
say.
So nobody in the hood call you shooter for nobody?
No. Can I ride for you today?
I just want to look you in your eyes for a second.
I respect.
I'm trying to judge you like a man. I'm coming to you like a man.
I respect.
For real. A lot of niggas try to dodge eye contact. I'm coming to you like a man.
That's respect.
I'm a man, nigga. Why you breaking eye contact?
Had a dream wanna come up. I ate with the doors up. Haters mad with their nose up. When I ride around, they gon' pearl up. Been stepping like Martin Luther King before I even had a dream.
Okay, man, I gotta ask it, and I'm sorry if you feel away. Who's your jeweler?
My jeweler.
God damn it, who's your jeweler?
I go to a lot of people. You know, we from Washington, D.C. We don't got no folks out here. We gotta go see them folks. So you feel?
Where they at?
Atlanta, Florida, Orlando, Florida.
I live in Atlanta. No, that's
Okay.
perfect. That's actually perfect you say that. Because who's your jeweler in Atlanta?
I normally would probably go to Florida. Cause I ain't got no local jeweler out in Atlanta.
Nigga, you just picked the other city, so I couldn't say that. Who are you getting your jewelry from, nigga?
Yeah, it's
Because I know some people in Florida. I'd probably hit them up right now. Who in Florida you know?
I went down Pompano, Florida.
No, I'm saying, who's the people? I've been to all those parts.
Oh,
Yeah.
I went to Gleeful Grills out Florida.
Crazy, because I know Gleeful Grills. I'm gonna call him right now.
That's all right.
He know you.
Young fellow.
Young fella,
Yeah.
you been there.
I went there, yeah.
So if I call him right now, you know exactly who that is?
He was my jewelry jeweler.
Give me a second. I'm gonna call him. Because I know some people out in Florida, man.
I don't try to have no fake stuff. You feel? If you gotta go out Florida, get the real.
That number's dead. The number I called is a dead number. Ah, shit. All these numbers dead. All right. You got me. Let's hear some music.
Had a dream.
Hey, man, just,
yeah.
If you could put your tongue in your mouth, I'd be happy.
Had a dream when it come up. I ate with the doors up. Haters mad with their nose up.
I think it might be the grill. Let's take the grill out. That's what's getting causing.
Okay. Yeah, you right.
Just pull that out.
Had a dream when it come up.
Nope, that wasn't it.
I got my wisdom teeth pulled.
Man, I knew it.
That wisdom tooth.
Yeah,
man.
that motherfucker, mama, that side tooth. How many side tooth you got pulled?
One.
Me too. The niggas think I fooled them with the veneers, but I got a side tooth
They
pulled
think we
out too.
speaking foreign language.
Yeah.
Man, what?
I got a side tooth going too. So what exactly you looking for?
I do talent shows back when I was in elementary and middle school, so I'm really into Motown.
Get this nigga out of here. He's slow. Nigga talking about elementary and middle school. He's slow. Get him out of here. First thing you brag about in life is the middle school talent show? Come on, get him out of here, nigga. Just go ahead. Yeah. I asked you to flex on a nigga and a nigga flex a middle school talent show?
Let him live, Druski. Let him live, Druski.
What y'all doing, man?
You coming here for
Chill, bro. I got you. It's a Don Lemonade.
Don Lemonade?
Don Lemonade.
All right, let me get one. Y'all supposed to be with it. Live. Benito! Somebody out there giving head. Nigga, who? I want in. How the f you sucking waiting in line? Sucking anybody out there is not a smart choice. Ain't a dick out there that's successful. This is the craziest shit I ever heard in my life. Hey, send whoever giving head out there. Who out there giving head though, man? Giving head. Yep, she got them knees. What'd I tell you?
Yeah,
It's
I do.
It's a certain knee type that.
Mhm.
What's going on out there? They said you moving fast and frivolous. What's happening? Because ain't nobody out there that you should be getting on your knees for.
They wanted to see the throat goat queen like.
Okay, yeah. I like the build. The build here is really
Very
a
strong,
good
right?
build, yeah.
Yeah.
I could just tell by your knees when you walked in here. I already knew what type of time you was on.
It's light, but it's heavy.
No, I ain't looking back there. I'm looking at the knee. The knee work is crazy.
You like my knees?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
You got good knees. See, most people don't pay attention to that. People be like, oh, I'm a teeth guy, I'm a feet guy, I'm an ass, tit guy. I pay attention to knees a lot.
Okay, I like that.
Off bat, when they told me that you was the one out there, I'm looking at the knees, I could tell.
You know what I mean?
They darkened a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah. We'll talk. Let's get out of here.
Look, this fat as shit. You know you want it. I'm the realest. These niggas mad as shit. And these bitches mad, yeah.
It always be the ones that suck. These niggas mad. Nah, we just want some head. I want a little head. These.
Druski!
This is what I'm talking about, man. This is what I'm talking about right here. Quality females.
You feel me? The best in the DMV, baby.
Quality women. I'm big on that, and I've been telling my guys, man, like, we need more of y'all, for real. What's the age difference here? What is the...
So this is actually my mom. I'm
That's
20.
crazy. I thought y'all were sisters.
I'm 28.
I'm 49.
Who got the best one?
We both do.
No, I'm talking about music.
Oh.
I'm talking about what y'all thought I was talking about?
I'll be getting busy, so you're going to judge for yourself.
Okay, well, f it. We talk.
Let's go.
Yeah, I said,
Let's go.
Let's go, for real. Because I could get active.
Oh.
49, still trying to make it happen. Don't want to work no more. I got to make it rapping.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, Auntie, time's up.
That's crazy.
Let's just cut to the chase. Who do it better?
Do what better?
I know, you keep asking that like...
Nah, I ain't saying, I'm all about music. I'm about music and business. Whatever y'all think I'm talking about, I'm probably not. What you thought I was talking about?
The WAP.
Oh, the WAP. Nah, come on, girl. I was saying, who do it better? Y'all rapping. I'm a music mogul. Look at me. I got a fucking business.
Yes.
It's a multi-million-dollar business. I'm becoming a billionaire.
Out here doing
I'm serious. Everything I do is pretty fucking serious, guys. Like, I'm not into all that bullshit.
That's what we know. That's why we're here.
Mama, if you had to choose, who doing it better?
You can say yourself.
I mean, right now, I'm doing it better. Right now. Right now, you know what I'm saying?
Are you sure about that?
Listen, I'm doing it better, my boy. Like, what's good? What you want from us?
Let's talk, man. You got the business. Mama got some. All right, so I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to get y'all both out of here, but I want to talk later. I'm going to have my people get y'all information. We'll talk.
All right,
Let's get mad.
I know he wants us.
I think he definitely wants us.
I mean, what's there not to want? I mean, you know. Now we're very distant, girl. Where did you go? Oh, yeah.
Okay. What girl made you think of that song, man?
It's been a collection of, it's life.
Have you checked out for chlamydia or anything?
Yeah, I'm good.
Because I'm serious because, when people say they like doing stuff with a bunch of girls, I just want to know, like, are you having sex with a lot of women?
I wouldn't say a lot of women, but...
how much sex would you say you have with women?
Actually, I've been cooling for the last year. Actually, I've been really focusing on my music and all that.
You on the nut retention. I've been on that too.
You can call it that.
All bullshit. Yeah, no, I've been on nut retention.
Mm-hmm.
It's because I have sex with women, but I stopped right at the peak of climax.
That's crazy because I've done that before too. Because every time I get there, I'll be hearing babies crying and shit, and it's like I don't really want all that. So it's like let me go ahead and dead that. But yeah, it's all
I'm not into abortion.
No, I'm not talking.
Let's get him out of here.
All right, man.
I'm not big on that, man.
I am a lyrical killer for real. My nigga, my mind, I'm squilling when next one killer. You know that I'm a million. You know that my niggas are packing a miller. You know that it's finna be tragic. You know we don't want to test taste. Spin fast like an SK. It's a little sample.
What sample was that?
Want to hear some pimp shit?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen a nigga so smooth like me? Nike Fresh Versace shades with the pearl white tee. All about the cash flow. Certified asshole, my chrome Jazzy Eagle have to swim with the tadpoles.
Is your first debut album?
Oh no, this is my sixth.
Sixth album?
My sixth album.
I can look it up?
Yeah, hell yeah.
No lyrics?
No, it's coming up though. It's about to come up.
All right, bro. Oh, you Jamaican?
I'm American. I'm a straight nigga.
So why the f you speaking patois in here?
No, that's my wife though. That's my wife.
This your wife?
Yeah.
Wife or husband? Because this nigga got a deep voice right here.
I'm gonna f you up.
Who is this singing right here?
That's my old lady. That's my wife.
Singing? That's who singing that part?
That's my old lady. You keep playing, you're gonna see what I'm talking about straight up.
Where you meet him at? I mean her. Where you meet her at?
Waffle House.
Nah.
Yeah,
That's why right there. That's why.
Nigga, what? Yeah.
You met her at Waffle House?
Yeah.
How many years ago?
5 years ago.
Beautiful woman, by the way. Beautiful woman.
Don't be looking at my bitch.
All right, let's get mad at her.
And I'm ready to crack you bitches up. What Cardi say if it's up, it's stuck. I bring you over Cybertruck. Oh, y'all gotta touch me. I'll just leave.
That was horrible. We're not gonna sugarcoat it, right? Prize Picks is America's #1 sports picks app. The app is really easy to use.
I ain't gonna lie,
Just
Druski. You ain't paying us, big dog.
Hold on.
If the single don't sell, Hey, yo, on the real, I'm a felon out on the pill.
You got the eyes of Keisha Cole, and you kind of got the face of Trina.
I've heard that, sir. If the single don't sell, I'm a rob and steal. Juxie, if the deal fall through, it's back to the streets.
Hold on.
I'm a felon out on the pill. You know, I work for the government.
Oh, okay, you're really a government worker, but you a felon.
Caught a felony for grand larceny.
Grand larceny, what's that?
So I was stealing purses from Neiman Marcus.
Oh, you was boosting.
I was boosting from Virginia. That's the last place you
Yeah, that place fucking
You
sucks.
know I was from New York doing
Virginia
that shit.
sucks.
No bullshit, Commonwealth.
Virginia.
Yeah, had to get lawyers up. It wasn't worth it. Yeah.
How old was you around that time, and how old are you right now?
So right now I'm 41. At that time I was 26.
How many years you did in there for boosting?
I only did 6 months in jail.
Oh, okay. You only went to jail one time, so that's good.
And in New York. I got locked up in New York too.
Okay, well, you went to jail a couple times.
Right. But I right my
But that's
wrongs.
behind us. I agree.
Between Buck Wild and Chucky Thompson, those were my
You know
producers.
Buck-
Yes, that's my producer in New York. I'm connected like bandwidth. I'm affiliated with people like G Unit and Dipset.
Let me call G Unit up. I'm gonna call 50 Cent.
Call Tony Yayo.
I'm gonna call the owner of G Unit.
Okay.
Yo, what's good?
Yo, 50 Cent, what's good, brother? Hey, so tell me this. Do you know what's
Juxie Soprano's girlfriend?
Do you know Juxie Soprano's girlfriend?
That name sounds familiar though, but yeah.
You know her.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Where do you know her from?
Man, Joseph Soprano, I think I watched that some show type shit.
No, I'm not talking about the show Sopranos. She's the ex-girlfriend of your driver. 50 Cent. Soprano.
Damn. Yo, Soprano, yeah. I'm trying to remember though.
Is this 50 Cent?
50 Tyson.
Oh, nigga, I call 50 Tyson. Nigga.
Oh
Boy, I thought this was 50 Cent. Nigga, fuck.
I was like, that don't even sound
All right,
like
I'll call
him,
you
Drew.
back, nigga. This 50 Tyson. Nigga, all right, I'll call you back. This nigga, I thought it was 50 Cent. All right, my bad, nigga. My bad. Okay, so I don't got 50 Cent's number.
Oh my God.
Listen.
Yo.
Listen, I'm sorry. I thought I called 50 Cent. You used to date 50 Cent's driver. All right, I'll tell you what. That whole generation is way older than me, so I don't know none of them niggas.
I'm with the old generation.
Who did you f out that crew?
Damn. I didn't any of the crew.
Let's get the f out of here. I called the wrong nigga. I thought I called 50 Cent. I didn't know. I honestly, I swear to God, I didn't know. I thought I called 50 Cent. It was 50 Tyson. Get him out of here.
Damn, you gonna do me like that? Don't do me like that. Oh, they do me like that. Oh, they do me like that. Oh.
Yeah, overall. Oh, this is last couple, y'all.
2 years ago, my son got murdered. And so I'm here to talk about gun violence.
What the hell?
And I'm here because he was a musician and I was a musician and I'm going back into that field.
Well, let's hear your music. I'm sure it's good because your son passed away doing it.
Pick it up, and pack it up. Don't pick it up because you're going to have to shout it up. But you better wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? Or.
Well, there ain't no fucking or.
Yeah.
What the are you talking about?
I mean, like.
Your son passed away rapping?
Yes, he was a rapper.
And you give a tribute like that?
I'm a singer.
All right, let's hear the singing then. Let's just hear the singing. I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Okay. Hold
Because
on.
I'm going to tell you right now, Auntie, you did not represent with that.
You got to shake it.
Girl,
shake it. You got to shake it. Shake it. Shake what you got from your mama. You got to shake it. Shake it. Shake what you got from your mother. You know?
I need to talk to your son.
No. Yeah. You might not make it to where you want to be
Jesus Christ.
in life, but you still just have to let people know, you know.
I agree. Give me a hug. Give me a hug.
So,
I agree.
Thank you.
I'm sorry for you.
No, it's okay.
I don't want you to ever sing that song.
I'm so happy I saw you though. Thank you.
That was good.
Up out here.
Yo.
For the Liam.
What hood you from?
I don't disclose my locations.
What that mean?
Hey, Druski.
How many years you been stud?
My whole life.
You were born a stud?
Yes.
Hey, Druski face perk up when he sees studs, boy. Hey.
It's stud.
This definitely wasn't
All
the
right,
best
so
for
what
y'all,
brings
but
you here?
this
I
ain't
rap.
bad.
All right, that's it.
They ain't nothing like me and they ain't trying to hoop. That Nike boots with monkey suit, put shit on mute. You niggas better keep it cute. My starting 3 undefeated. We don't play defense, we come through the shoot. Standing on business ain't nothing at all. Bro, put a switch on the back of the Glock and it sound like a big ass truck in the
All right,
wall.
let's figure it out. Last period.
Last month on the 3rd.
That was your last period.
That was my last period.
In the
I should be
series.
about to come on in 2 days.
When you plan on getting neutered? Or like taking that all away?
I want to keep it.
You gonna keep it?
It keeps me in tune with my emotions.
He's spotting. I want to respect that though because I know attitudes come about. What's your usual emotions during your periods?
That's when I can sing a little bit.
All right.
You know, I'm really good at rapping, but when I come on, get emotional, get a little LMA.
I respect that because my ex-girlfriend, she also was a stud. It's like a wave of emotions, like a roller coaster of emotions.
And it's up and down.
Yeah. It's a mind thing.
It is.
So how long do you usually be spotting? How many days?
I say 6 days roughly.
6 days spotting. Let's get him out of there.
All right.
How you doing?
And I just got fired today, so please give me a chance.
I will.
Okay, got a little bit
Get her
with
the
my
fuck out of
picture.
here.
Wait, no. I can sing, I can dance,
That's the real world, baby girl. Real world. Motherfuckers get fired every day.
Why you get her
Welcome to
up
real
out
life.
so quick, bro?
We don't take no exceptions here, man. I appreciate y'all moving at the same pace that we've been moving. That boy's doing good, man. Doing good.
Body count round. Hold on.
Body count. No.
Dun,
Man,
dun.
we not doing the music shit, man. Body count from the top left. Let's go.
Probably like 800.
Let's get out of here. Body count next.
What?
3.
Let's get out of here. 2 minutes. Body count.
I ain't kill nobody.
Let's get out of here. She don't understand the question. Body count.
1.
She lying. Get out of here.
10.
Fair question. Body count.
6.
Yeah, you just tried to go lower than her. Get
No,
them
I'm
both
for
out of
real.
here.
I got
Come on,
6.
Get them both out of here. She tried to go lower because she said 10. I need y'all to be real. Name and age.
My name Lil Bricks, LLBRIICKZ. Got 2 eyes in my name.
Too long of an explanation. Get them the fuck out of here.
You know you stay on my mind.
I can tell by your sideburns you from Baltimore. I know a Baltimore nigga when I see
I
one.
ain't from Baltimore, man. I'm from Washington, D.C., man.
You from Baltimore.
Nah.
Yeah.
And do it anyway.
Do it anyway. They do it anyway.
Hey, he has to do it anyway.
I knew you was from Baltimore, nigga. I knew it, nigga. Come sign this shit, man.
Appreciate you, Druski, man. Keep talking to Baltimore.
You said do it. Yeah. Come on, dummy.
What's today? They the 7th.
Don't even matter.
Don't even matter. You
Don't
got
even
me.
matter, dude.
You got me. Appreciate you, Druski.
See.
Nice to meet you, man. Nice to
For
meet you.
sure. Say do it anyway.
Could have been records. He say do it anyway you want it. Stop playing with the goat, man.
I'm so high. I'm like Winehouse. I say no. I like to get my mind right. I'm like Wheezy, but I like the old cup. It's my future. It's my music, not the computer.
All right, age and like what the maturity level are you at, nigga? What the fuck?
Yeah, I'm right there. I'm right there in the same area, man.
What maturity level are you at?
51.
You're 51 years old.
Yeah.
What's your maturity
51.
level? What age is your maturity level at?
Adult level.
No. You tell me the age of your maturity level. What the number is.
About 30.
You dress like you're 30 years old?
Yeah.
You are like 20 years behind, bro.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you wearing a do-rag for, man? Is it braids under there? Nigga, you just catfished everybody in here, man.
What?
Nigga, you, what? That's a catfish. You a catfish.
Come on, man.
Nigga, you catfishing.
I don't catfishing.
You got gray hair under a do-rag. Nigga, you dressed as a 28-year-old.
There's no age in music.
You look 20-something years old with the do-rag on, man.
There's no age in music.
What's your maturity level?
35.
Listen, you got to grow up, bro. I just did a skit on y'all.
Huh?
Is the old niggas still trying to hang with the young niggas, man?
Class the one, man.
At one point,
Come on,
you
Drewski.
just got to say,
Come on, Druski.
How many kids you got?
I got 8 kids, 4 grand.
4 grandkids?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
I'm right here trying to rep the ZMV. Druski? Class the one, man.
Are you still trying to make it in the music business?
They know what I've been through. Bats to my face, shot. Went through it all. Penitentiary, 10 years in penitentiary. That set me back.
10 years penitentiary. What'd you go to penitentiary for?
Just something slight.
Don't nobody do nothing slight for 10 years.
Something slight.
Armed robbery?
Yeah, robbery.
Yeah, armed robbery.
Yeah.
You just want to put it in the past.
Put it in the past.
Like what exactly would you bring to the music business that's different?
Yes, it's class. The want man. Chicky guy finna fly with the bobbers on my side.
That's honor, man. I think I see the future in you, bro. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Already.
I see a future in you. I swear to God. And you're actually very talented, man. All bullshit aside.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Already. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Juice. Appreciate you. Love.
So tell me this, when you went to jail for 10 years, what changed you? Were they having sex in there?
They're not having sex in there.
Oh, what? Bullshit. Contract revoked.
Huh?
Good dude, bro. Good dude. That's good. Good guy. They're definitely having sex in that penitentiary.
Bro, what?
Fun size. Get him the fuck out of here. Miniature. Get him out of here.
He said miniature.
What?
Small nigga.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Go ahead.
Too small.
Come
Too
on,
small.
bro. I'm one of the best rappers in the city, bro.
Too small.
Come on, bro. Stop playing. You fat.
How old are you?
57, man.
God damn. You busting 60.
Yeah, man. You're never too old to do God's work.
That's a fact. No, I agree with that. Amen. So why haven't you still grew up, man? Why are you stuck in this?
Why I'm stuck in Christ?
No, not Christ. Why the is your hat to the side, nigga? Just listen, I'm sorry, y'all, because I understand y'all a little bit older too, but these old niggas gotta grow up, man. Turn your hat to the front, man. That whole little trying to still be young shit is over with.
Yes, sir.
You can't tell me yes, sir. I'm not your...
I respect your divine power, brother.
Who's your OG?
Christ.
Have you ever been gang affiliated?
Yeah.
I figured that. What was the gang they were in?
God body.
What is that? That's GD?
It's an extension from the Nation of Islam with Minister Farrakhan.
That's not no fucking gang, nigga. What gang was them niggas in?
That wasn't no Crip, no Blood.
Okay, was you GD? There's Crip Blood, GD, Pyru?
No, none of those type of gangs. Gang for Jesus. Yeah, that's the better terminology.
Oh, this nigga stupid. Jesus don't believe in gangs.
If you join air with Christ, that's a gang. That's a gang for Christ. I'm a disciple for Christ.
You're a disciple. All right, bet.
4 a.m, I get up, wash and pray, then read the good book. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God. The kingdom of God is in you. Philippians chapter 2. I try to share the word of God.
Name the last bad thing you did.
It was a nice, pretty, sexy woman with her titties hanging out, and I looked at her.
Well, hold up, nigga. Well, hold on, brother. You can't rap that and then go into that.
But see, look.
Look.
I was looking at the beautiful, she's fearfully.
Listen, man, if you're talking about Philippians and Corinthians and all that, you can't go in to talk about the women like that.
That's the wonderful handiwork of God. I just admire her. I want a wife. I don't want no slut. I don't want no hoe.
See, you can't say those words, bro.
Yeah,
that's the thing. Come here. Let me talk to you.
Yes, sir.
And I'm teaching you the word because I know you one of them YN OGs. You a young nigga OG. I mean, a young-minded nigga with an old body. You got to grow your space, bro. Be eclectic. Be more eclectic. Open your mind.
Yes, sir.
You a YN OG. Young-minded, old body. You like a 74 Chevrolet. Old as fuck. Still can go. Be smart about it, bro.
Yes, sir.
Wake up.
I will. Thank you, Jesus.
I'm gonna let it be.
Just want to quote one scripture. It's from Luke 10:19. It says, God has given us power to cast out devils. When I got shot when I was young, I was 19. I got hit right in the throat, right here, bullet in my spine. God,
Right
I said,
there,
God,
where, near your groin?
yes, sir, and in my spine in the back. I said, God, if you bless me to live, I say, I would never sell crack no more. And by the grace of God, he saved my life.
God bless you. God bless you. God bless you.
Glad to be here.
Hey, hold on, nigga. Nigga, he's finishing his story, nigga. Nigga, he got trials and tribulations too. Y'all hold the up. What y'all doing, nigga? I'm sorry about them. I'm listening to your story.
So they said, if I wake up, he'll be a vegetable. But I looked up in the eye, seen the stars. I said, God, if you bless me to live, I sell no more crack.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here. Truth be told, OG, I love the story, but we ain't got time for that shit, man. God damn. These old niggas, god damn, niggas, I don't got fucking time to hear all that shit. God damn, nigga, be careful with my time. Shit. I mean, I love him too, but shit, man. Fuck. We gotta clean up again. I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't even drink that drink. It's my city, nigga. only lived here for 1 year. I was born. And I moved to Atlanta. So technically I'm from here, nigga. It's my shit. Give a fuck. Nigga say I ain't from here all the time. Nigga, I don't give a fuck, nigga. It's my shit, dummy. This job like my city, Mo. It's my city, Slim.
What?
No doubt. On my mother. If you laughed at all, why?
All right. Anyway. SO to Druski, man. Not gonna lie to y'all, that was a laugh that I needed. Getting away from all this chaos and all this negativity and everything that's going on in the world, man. That right there was what exactly the doctor ordered and what I goddamn needed. Not gonna lie to you. Not gonna lie to you. Right there. That's what I needed. That's what I need. And also, quick Nolan Wells update. Secret Service Sam posted another video. As y'all saw earlier, the autopsy, it will not probably be released tomorrow because the state is going to give it to the grand jury, excuse me. But it's been a month later. The state has officially said that they are done with their autopsy and they will be handing it over to the grand jury. They will not be probably making it public, but we will find out more information tomorrow. But that's just a little update for you with the Nolan Wells case if you were here for that. I'm going to go ahead and watch at least 1 or 2 more sports videos. But that's a little Druski, man. That just gave me a laugh. It wasn't even like, I ain't gonna lie, that wasn't the best one. I wasn't even really that funny, but it had some funny moments. And then some of them dudes, bro, it's just like, I love my people, man. That's the black culture, man. That's the pop culture. That's the hip hop culture. That's the just our culture. All right, look, can we drop a bomb for our culture? God damn it, because people know they are hilarious. Because anyway, Nolan Xavier Wells update.
Sam here for a Nolan Xavier Wells update, and just something to think about. A friend was telling me how they kill black people twice. First time here in this world, and the second time is the assassination of their character. They have to
You ain't lying.
They have to act like something was wrong with this person to make people think that they deserved somehow what happened to them. The same way they're going after the family, how they went after Christine Walmsley, giving her bad reviews, discrediting her, the same way they go after Ben Crump, trying to discredit him, or Al Sharpton, or anybody who tries to help out. They're suing media people, influencers, for defamation of character, for asking questions about what happened to these people's best friend. And it's just so sad. And it's like, in hearing that this autopsy is finally ready, you know they're getting ready to just go in on Nolan's character. And I don't believe for a second that he was a drug addict, that did drugs, that was a heavy alcohol drinker. You saw the Coast Guard already said he had heavy alcohol intake when they don't even have the toxicology report.
Facts.
So stay aware of this and be knowledgeable of what they're trying to do and why are they trying to do it. Ask yourself that. Why? Why would his friends even go on Officer Race Batum Tatum's podcast? And why would Officer Race Batum Tatum try to destroy the parents' character? Why wouldn't he be having emotional feelings for the parents and what they're going through? And why wouldn't Tate Reeves, the governor, be having emotional feelings for this? And the answer is, I think you know what it is. But it's just very sad to me because this doesn't happen to white people. They give him the benefit of the doubt. They say, oh, he was an A student. He was such a good kid, had such a bright future.
Typically how it goes.
You don't really hear anybody say that. And I'm sure what we're going to hear is, oh, none of the other kids. No, we didn't do it. But Nolan, we tried to stop him. And I'm usually a pretty positive person. But I think as Americans, we need to be ready for an outcome we don't all want. And if that happens, we need to all be ready to take to the streets, to protest. We need 1 million woman and man Nolan Xavier Wells march, regardless of what happens. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Secret Service Sam out. Samson for president.
But everything that Secret Service Sam, and I want to show that video because it's the truth. you know, the dehumanization of Nolan Wells is already started and it's going to continue. When the autopsy is released, it's going to say that he had cocaine in the system. It's going to say that he had heavy alcohol intake. And with all those things, none of them are true. Yes, he probably had heavy alcohol in him because they all had alcohol in them. They all was drinking. But the fact that y'all say that my man's also going to have cocaine in the system. In any of those pictures, does it look like a actually? I mean, it's a lot of people out here who snort cocaine who don't look like they snort cocaine. So I can't even say that. But let's be realistic, man. He was going to football camp literally the following week. You think his family would really let? I mean, you don't know what kids do, but dog, cocaine though. When the autopsy comes back, and when it's released to the grand jury, and then it finally released to us, we're gonna get some more information. But the autopsy, once again, it will be released technically tomorrow, but they're not releasing it tomorrow. They are just gonna say, "Hey, we finished the autopsy, and we will be handing it over to the grand jury," because they're not giving us any other information about this case until it gets sent to grand jury. So hopefully Nolan Wells get justice. But in the meantime, excuse me, I want to get into this video. Sports topics. I didn't cover this earlier. Yes, I could just wait to show this tomorrow. Actually, I might just wait to show this tomorrow because I don't know. Do y'all really want to see some? Actually, why not? Who cares?
Baby got a little something. We ready now.
SO to Deion Sanders. SO to Deion Sanders Jr. SO to Prime Time himself in Berea. You want to see that man Shador? SO to
Anything?
Yeah. Time in the building.
That's a big ass door right there, bro.
You should be able to do it now.
Man, you got
Really buggy.
bro, hold on. No, get away. You know what? Are you kidding me? Huh? How you doing? Come on.
So stretch starts at 1:15 and then.
I know y'all watching this video, but hold on real quick. I just wrote the foreword to my mom's book, A Personal Pursuit. I'm gonna let y'all get back to the video in a second. Just hear me out. You can go on.
Yeah, Sanders Jr.
Go ahead and get back to the video.
We appreciate you.
Get this workout
All
in.
moms, though.
Got to.
That's what the moms do.
We get the same amount of time in the day. Let me say that again. We get the same amount of time in the day. But what you do with your time is what separates us. Yes, sir. Think about what I just said, because it's real. We get the same, we get 24/7, 365.
360.
But what you do with your time, that's what separates us. They ain't wasting no time.
Because he ain't lying.
Foolish thing, foolish people, foolishness. Group break, we're gonna walk through. Mine is racing. I can't wait to start camp. Come in to see my baby. He called me and texted me and told me, sent me the schedule for practices. So when he sends me a schedule, that means in his voice, Dad, I want you to come see me. I didn't get that text last year. You going straight. Oh. I didn't get that text last year, but I got it this year.
Yeah.
So what does a father do?
Hey.
Come see his baby because I don't know when I'm seeing him again. It's time for us to go to work. It's time for us to lock in. It's time for us to focus. He's already there. I'm there too. We just say practice. We start team meeting Sunday, go to work Monday. Can't wait. I'm excited.
That's what the coach Prime for glad to see his son.
Last time I get to see his face, hug him, touch him. Physical touches every day. Bam. Last time you put your hand on your kid's shoulder, hugged him, kissed him on the jaw, told him you love him. Think about that. That's why they out there seeking love from the world. They ain't get love from you. Devil is alive. But love all mine if they're alive. So now, they got it. Better get them on it. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. Cleveland Browns, y'all doing this thing. It's beautiful. How you doing, sir? Beautiful. You practice fields the ground. Browns crew are doing it. Oh, God is good. What's that shit?
You ain't throw me a deal.
You throw me a deal? They ain't throw you one either. I know. You my shade. Can you put these blenders on, please?
Throw me a deal, man.
These blenders on, man.
Nah, I need my style though. No, seriously. Give me a style that I like.
Tell me what you like. I got you.
All right.
You see what this on frame? They can get it.
Good.
They cut the audio. That's okay.
Hey, dog, I'm focused right now, dog. I'm gonna have to see you in a second. I got a little warm up Richard, dog. I gotta get it.
Okay, what you said today?
All right. We already covered a lot of these passes, a lot of the throws. We looked at a lot of this earlier. I just want to get to the beginning. I wanted to show the beginning part of the video, and I wanted to show the ending part of this video. Shedeur Sanders out to practice, getting some extra reps in with Taylor Green. SO to him. But I also wanted to show this for another reason, because just to show their relationship, man. Like, you got to understand, Shedeur and his father, Deion Sanders, they spent the most time together out of all his kids. And this is the first time, this is stepping into year number 2 where Shedeur really doesn't have his dad by his side when his dad has been there for him his whole life and every step of the way. So I just feel like it is a beautiful thing, and it is a magical thing that he's there by his side, you know, and he's coming to see him, even though they can't be by each other's side. Obviously, they still text, probably still call, FaceTime all the time, but that's different. It's different when you see them in the flesh and you see them in person. And I just love their father and son bond and relationship, and I wish that every father and son has the same kind of bond, same type of relationship, however it may look like in their dynamic or in your dynamic with your son or your daughter, whoever. Your child having that dynamic, I just wanted to show that because it's a beautiful thing, and it shows a parent and still even with his grown son. Never too old to still be a parent to however your old child is. Just a parent. Still getting that extra work.
Hey. Let me see it. Let me see if you still got it. It's a long time, coach. Oh, you know, I got it no more. Let me see if you still got it. Let me see if you still got it. Yeah. It's there. It's there. Perfect.
You know that every time I gotta start putting water on my towel, bro. My hands begin to be dry again. Wait, on everything or like you said?
No, just on the outside. Okay, the outside stuff is
I gotta see. Who was the team or 707? That's just the day it was. That's just the day it was. Like every day is different, like days. So it's like this is the thing. We got walked through, then we got walked. So then it's like by the time you see it, you better break on it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If they see it like you better do something. You know what I'm saying?
I just wanted to show this. I'm just watching, just like y'all watching. I'm not gonna lie.
This left shoe look a little flat.
Because I showed other clips of this earlier, but I didn't show the actual interaction.
I don't know what it is.
I got some toes coming though.
You ain't got them on.
Man,
I ain't got them on.
You know, just love and camaraderie.
Shelly say, what Shelly told me?
Why you try to bring his wife today and impress me?
Who bought this fucking? That's right.
Sad.
You bought that fucking. That thing about it, I didn't even know what it was. That's how lame I am right now.
See, I may need it back. The way I think, I see.
I get you.
I need me AP.
You got no necklace on? What's going on with you?
No. This is the beginning.
Okay.
Like I said, this is the beginning. This is the. That's it. And I'm on a different program. I'm gonna tell y'all after things happen. No, my cleats actually. My cleats supposed to be here next week.
Did they see you all white?
I got a lot of different colors supposed to be here this week. I just talked to them. I said they're supposed to be here. Your team got it.
No, I'm talking about the all white tissue.
Oh, I got the
lows.
No,
the all white lows.
Them yours, they're not mine.
What I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah, but I don't have them.
Well,
people have. Certain people have. Yeah, Deion Sanders thing.
I got a haircut.
Yeah.
And I got the beard trim from Shiloh. He said it's a shadow. Daddy. What's it called? Like a
Shallow.
It's either AM or PM. Which one is it?
Why wouldn't you call Shallow to call me? He called me right back. That's the problem. You know that I went off on you.
Did he already do it?
No.
Oh well, I still gotta do mine. Well, he's actually supposed to come out here.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is they don't even. He don't even call back.
No, we'll both do it when I'm out here.
Yeah, but he won't even call it back.
Charlotte's supposed to be here the weekend.
Like he said, somebody wrote Uncle T. People are from St. Croix that they can build stuff for. They can do stuff for.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah, I told him.
Unless you're gonna pay my fine. Hey, he having that cheese. Hey, look, bro, stop saying that about that house, bro. Because Dad ain't do that. I went half for him, so stop saying that.
We went half.
I know, but the title of his YouTube video was he bought it. I ain't trying to hear all that. I bought half of it.
I need you to contribute a little more too.
I know, but the title.
Hey, Shador, like, hold on, bro. Hold on, pop 6 on my bread for that crib that I just posted. Hey, I love it. I love it. I love it. If you don't know, it's on Well Off Media. They was talking and going back and forth because Deion Sanders did just buy a vacation home for his family. And of course, Shador, hey, he chipped in because he told Pops, "Hey, I need a nice little field outside of this, so that's the way when we go on a vacation, I can still put that work in." You understand me?
His YouTube video was he bought it. I ain't trying to hear all that. I bought half of it.
Who said that?
I need you to contribute a little more too.
I ain't got time for upgrades, man. I ain't with you the upgrades. Your upgrades, your upgrade. My upgrade, my upgrade.
Hot tub. We agreed upon a car. We agreed upon a car.
A car?
You gotta leave a car there.
I need a car.
Please.
No, I do ship the Escalade though. For real.
I don't have it.
Listen, right now, if you want to give me a car deal, I need a car deal. Why the car deal just ended, and I don't think I'm renewing. So,
a car deal here.
Anywhere in the country.
Yeah.
If you need a car deal, I'm the guy. I need 2 vehicles right now. Hey, bro, post that time you rich.
One he don't like it.
Oh, he cussed about you.
You did?
Yeah. How'd y'all fly? Regular or y'all in private?
No, very private. Very private. Hey, how would you ask the question like that? How would you ask the question?
That's what I'm saying. He need to slow down, man. He ain't taking money on my trust fund. Every flight.
You know, I spent the grip for you today.
Listen, every flight that he take is a little bit less coming on my trust fund. I see. That's why I'm mad. I'm mad. That's a little bit less.
Right off.
I'm my trust fund.
Right off.
So I'm not with the pride.
We right off. Who you ain't with? What? You just blessed the kids coming back on the Friday.
That's because I had to.
And I had to come see you. Last year you ain't text me to come see you.
Because I didn't want you to see me ride the pound like this. That's like when Shaw was in South Carolina, my mom had me, "Hey, you want to go see Shaw play?" Yeah, I don't want to see Shaw play. South Carolina. He's sitting on the back.
At the top of the stadium watching Shallow in a box. He was sitting there like this whole day.
I just went for the party. That's that.
I ain't even over there. We out. We got to go back to work.
All right, guys. Appreciate you, man.
That's so to him, man. That's so to him. But you see how quickly that trip he had to go. He had to catch another flight. He had to go back already to Colorado to go ahead and meet with the coaches and plan for the upcoming season. But for Deion Sanders to take the time to fly out there to go see his son and show some love, you know, second day in the camp, I know that kind of rejuvenated Shador. And, bruh, your pops is your pops, man. And for how close they are and how close, you know, they were, because obviously he coached them his whole life. And he coached them all the way through high school, college. And at the end of the day, now he in the pros on his own. So I'm sure it rejuvenated Shador Sanders, and it kind of gave him a little boost. Hey, Pops came to see me today. And as a kid and as an athlete, former athlete myself, anytime Pops in the stands, bro, you know that's a little bit extra motivation. Anytime Mom's in the stand, that's a little bit extra motivation because you know you got to put on a show for him. And you know, with Shador Sanders, that's all they want to do is, you know, make himself proud, but also make Pops proud. So that's up to him. That's up to that family dynamic. I love it. Love seeing it. Sidebar. We already talked about this, but Don Lemon, I want his take on it because a lot of people posted his take on it. So I want to see what he was talking about. Potentially he wasn't talking about none, but I know I said I wasn't going to hit no more Nolan Wells stuff. We will get back to Shador Sanders. I got another little tidbit, but I don't want to show y'all too much because some of this stuff I want to save for the mod too.
Breaking news into the Don Lemon Show newsroom. Nolan Wells' autopsy officially done. The one that's done by the state of Mississippi. Medical examiner there has not turned the information over or shared it with anyone. They have not shared it with the family. According to sources, the family is going to meet with them tomorrow, or with the representatives tomorrow, meaning Friday morning, when they will share it. Also, this information will be shared with the grand jury to decide if there's any criminality involved in Nolan Wells' death, the 18-year-old who went missing. The attorney is scheduled to be on Benjamin Crumb, 10 a.m. Eastern Time on the Don Lemon Show on YouTube. Breaking news into the Don Lemon Show news.
So the autopsy will be released, not to the public, but at least to the family tomorrow. So that's clarifying me. That's me clarifying it from earlier. I said that I knew the autopsy was going to be released, but the autopsy now will be released to the family tomorrow. It will not, once again, the autopsy for Nolan Wells will not be released to the public tomorrow. So do not expect to see it on anybody's platform, this and that, unless Ben Crump and the family actually does come out and say something, which I don't know if they will. I don't know if they won't, because who knows how the public's going to react if they were to do that. So Nolan Wells update. We'll see how the family responds if they put out any information from the autopsy results. But the state's autopsy is done. And to be quite honest with you, I'm not holding my breath. I'm not holding my breath, because who knows what the state gonna say? Who knows how they gonna say things? Who knows? Yeah, who knows how that stuff gonna go? I don't want to speculate. I don't even want to get all the way into it. I'm not gonna lie to you. It is what it is. But yeah. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, my friends. I may have another update for you. But in the meantime, regardless, I hope y'all all are doing well, man. How my beautiful people doing tonight? All right, should we just go ahead and do some reaction clips to a couple more things? I was going to show y'all a little bit of news about my guy Baker Mayfield over here, upset and mad. Actually, no. God damn it. That's what I forgot. The COVID vaccine. Everybody, for those of you who got the vaccine, is looking a little fishy out here.
One size never fit all with this virus during this pandemic.
Talk to us, Stephen.
But yet there were many people encouraging folks to do it anyway.
What happened?
Kyrie Irving wasn't one of them. In my opinion, particularly hindsight-wise, it didn't make him stubborn or selfish. It made him brave for his willingness to stand up and say, nah, I'm not doing that. It's just a time for reflection and look at things differently.
So what Stephen A.
With
is
Kyrie
talking
Irving,
about,
that should certainly be the case.
let me
Especially now, after what we witnessed on Capitol Hill yesterday. And when I see anything about the Rona, as they say, the coronavirus pandemic, and I see anybody testifying, and every time I see further suspicions coming to light about what it entails, I think about him. I'm just sorry. It wasn't intentional. It was what I believed. And I didn't even believe there wasn't stuff that was suspicious about the vaccine. I always vibe with Kyrie Irving about that.
So you
I
apologize
just felt
to
that in
Kyrie.
the end,
We know that.
I was a leader at ESPN. He was a leader for his NBA team. And to get stuff flowing towards normalcy and recapturing our quality of life in this world and in this country, that it was worth taking a chance. And every time I see additional information oozing out of Capitol Hill or anywhere else, adding credence to the suspicions that took place,
With Dr. Fauci,
I think about him.
Pleading the fifth.
I think about the Aaron Rodgers too, who's a good dude. His personality might not be everybody's taste, but he's a good man and a future Hall of Famer and one of the greatest NFL quarterbacks in history. who has always deserved better than how he.
So basically, if you haven't heard of, you've been living under a rock, the COVID-19 vaccines. Yeah, it's being told that yeah, everybody who took a vaccine kind of didn't need to take a vaccine.
The reason he had to plead the fifth is his alternative was lying to Congress, and that's something sadly Dr. Fauci has done repeatedly. What has become public now is his private diaries, and his private diaries reveal that he was lying to Congress and lying to the American people day after day, week after week, month after month throughout the entire COVID pandemic. For example, in his diaries, he noted in January, at the beginning of the pandemic, that it was obvious that COVID did not originate in the wet market. And yet he went on national television. He told Congress, COVID came to the wet market, did not come from the Wuhan Institute for Virology. It was not a leak from a Chinese government lab. Now, there's a reason for that, which is Dr. Fauci was responsible for releasing funds that funded what I believe was the research, the gain of function research that modified and created the COVID virus. So he was covering his own rear end when he was doing that, but he was deliberately lying. And you look at his diaries also that show just a megalomaniac. I mean, he was just, he described himself as a rock star on TV. He was interested in being in TV rather than saving people's lives. And so he faced a challenge because, yes, the pardon that Joe Biden corruptly gave him to cover up from his criminality, that was retrospective. That covered past crimes. But if he went to the Senate and lied again,
he would have been in trouble, essentially. But if you haven't heard, if you've been living under a rock, Druski Fauci has just invoked and pled the fifth because this once in a lifetime COVID-19 vaccine. Actually, here we can. All right, I haven't fact checked this source, but we'll just watch it anyway. Let's see.
Hindsight is 20/20, especially when you're talking about a once-in-a-lifetime global pandemic. Now, there was definitely guidance, decisions, and recommendations made by physicians and public health officials that turned out not to be the best way forward. I mean, there are decisions that I made for myself and my children that I would maybe reconsider knowing what we know now. But I believe that the vast majority of these physicians and public health leaders made the recommendations that they did in order to try to save as many lives as possible. And that includes Dr. Fauci. They did the best they could with the information that they had at the time. Honestly, I did the best I could with the information that I had at that time. Well, these decisions weren't always correct. And I think it's really important for public health experts to analyze our response to COVID-19 so that, God forbid, when the next pandemic happens, we'll know what to do much better than we did on the last one. But unfortunately, there are people throughout the entire pandemic, and even today, who sit at their computers and they write and record themselves.
Yeah. Doesn't hide the fact that Dr. Fauci lied to everybody, including me, you, and everybody else in the world. Now let's finish with Stephen A. was apologizing to Kyrie, and then we're gonna be done for the night.
He's been treated. So I think about him too. But again,
tonight, we might as well go ahead and start closing out. Right?
no one more than I think about Kyrie.
How y'all feel about that lighting? That's cool. We almost there, y'all.
Sometimes it's not about intent.
It's not?
It's about the impact of one's actions.
Yes, sir.
And when I think back.
When you think back what, Stephen A?
To how I felt.
How did you feel?
About how selfish I thought his inaction was when it came.
You selfish.
To the pandemic and the vaccines and the boosters and all of that stuff. And then you learn more about the harm that it has done to the human body. And you're reading about Fauci and the diary and how he had chest pains and they thought it was some form of cancer. And then it was some pulmonary infarction. Ultimately, you recognize the fact that these vaccines have harmed some people.
Killed some people too.
It ain't for everybody. And you think about how we were told it's for everybody.
Everybody needs.
And one of the few people that stood up publicly and was like, "Nah,
you ain't getting a vaccine."
It's Kyrie Irving. That's our fault.
That's your fault, Stephen A.
It turns out that no matter what the truth is behind all of this,
talk to me.
Kyrie Irving did nobody wrong.
No, he didn't.
We did him wrong.
You did.
I did him wrong.
No.
And for that, I'm sincerely sorry.
Hopefully he'll forgive you, Stephen A.
I just thought it was important to say that. And all of those people in the sports world. You deal with the preponderance of evidence that's presented to you and you come up with a perspective.
That's true. That's true.
It certainly doesn't mean you're always right.
That's a fact too.
And I'll be damned if I'm always right.
You definitely not.
This is the latest evidence pointing to that. Doesn't mean that Dr. Fauci was totally wrong just because he pleaded the fifth 111 times.
Dog.
It means there's grounds for suspicion.
Ain't no ground. Bro, the man said in his diary that he was a rock star on TV, that he enjoyed so much being on TV and being a rock star. If you say in your diary that you felt like a rock star and that you was lying to the public openly, I would have pleaded the goddamn fifth too. Come on, Stephen A. Come on.
And that suspicion alone justifies the skepticism, the cynicism, and the doubt that came along with the Kyrie Irvings, the Aaron Rodgers, the Novak Djokovic's of the world.
Oh, really?
They weren't as wrong as we thought they were.
No.
At the very least, we can say that.
I felt like everybody had their own decision to make.
And that alone warrants
I didn't blame anybody.
a sincere apology to all of them.
I know people who didn't take it. And I know
in my case, especially Kyrie Irving.
Yeah. You definitely do.
That's all I wanted to say.
That's what the Stephen A. though. You growing more and more every single day, my guy. It takes a man to be able to apologize to another grown man, especially when you know that you're wrong. And when you back something that turned out to be very wrong. But hindsight is 20/20. And you're not the only one who believed in Dr. Fauci and believed in all the words that they were saying. Yeah. Anyway, hey, real quick, as we close this out, make sure you tune in tomorrow for camp updates involving the Cleveland Browns and Shedeur Sanders around 2 p.m. Maybe a little earlier, potentially. Depends on, how that goes and how much information they were releasing. And I haven't checked the camp schedule for tomorrow, but just make sure you tune in tomorrow. And then I also will be covering the Chicago Bears in their training camp as well. So, yes, we can't just talk about the Cleveland Browns the whole time. But who knows? Potentially, I might just do one episode for the Cleveland Browns and their training camp and Shedeur Sanders updates. And then I might just give you a Chicago Bears training camp update as well. We'll see. Still deciding, still debating. But SO, last topic of the night. That's what Coulda and Junkins, man. Hold on. They said oh, there we go. Yeah, that's what the Coulda and Junkins. I only got the audio. Ain't no audio for this. That's what the Coulda Junkins, baby. Looking burstful after coming off an injury last year. I'm telling y'all, man, I ain't gonna lie, I'm really a big Cleveland Browns fan this year. Big Cleveland, not just this year, but moving forward. As long as Shedeur Sanders on the Cleveland Browns, I'm a Cleveland Browns fan. Not gonna lie to you. Look at that burst. Oh yeah, second gear. Let's do it. Carson Schlesinger, I saw you coming out that angle though. Carson Schlesinger, boy, hey, that boy be SO2 and 2. But we shall see. we shall see tomorrow what it brings. Also, tomorrow, Nolan Wells updates probably coming early at some point in the morning, maybe around the 10-ish to 11-ish, maybe 12-ish mark. So depending on if the family says anything about the autopsy that they get, because once again, the autopsy for Nolan Wells will be released tomorrow, but it will not be released to the public. They will be meeting with the family, releasing it to the family, and then they will be handing it over to the district attorney, so that way she can potentially take it to a grand jury and present it to a grand jury. So once again, Nolan Wells update coming for you tomorrow. Make sure y'all tune back in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that follow button wherever you're watching this, whether you're on Kick, Twitch, Rumble, Stream. It don't matter where you stream this from. Make sure you show me some love. All right. But once again, tomorrow, Nolan Wells' autopsy has been completed by the state. Don't expect too much from it. Not going to lie to you. Once again, the state isn't releasing any information. It's up to the family if they want to give us some information and tell us what they got back from with that autopsy. So they potentially might, which they've been transparent this whole time. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't have an emergency press conference or, tweet some, put some out there for us potentially, or they might just hold it close to the vest until the district attorney takes it to a grand jury and they present it to a grand jury. Then after they present it to a grand jury, then that autopsy will officially be released to the public. But that can take some time. So tomorrow, Nolan Wells updates coming for you regardless. Tune in around 10-ish, 11-ish, 12-ish o'clock. Tune in later on in the day around 2 o'clock for me to give you some updates about Shedeur Sanders. Then your boy, I got to catch a flight. Got some games I got to go attend. Yes, I'm a big baseball fan. And yes, I got to go catch a flight to watch some baseball tomorrow. But I also in 2 weeks will be back, and I will be, well, not even back because I'll be back home in Atlanta. But then in 2 weeks, I'll be flying out to Chicago. All right. In 2 weeks, I'll be flying out to Chicago to the Cleveland Browns versus Chicago Bears, that first preseason game. I will be showing y'all that live. All right. So that first preseason game, we will be tuning in. We will be there in person, in the flesh. And yeah. And also, another Nolan Wells update. All right. I wasn't going to really talk about this until tomorrow, but there has potentially been somebody arrested. So there has potentially the Daily Mail. So if you know anything about the Daily Mail has reported that a man. So here, I don't want to really go too much into depth with this, but since I still got some people watching, all right, tomorrow we will hit on this more. I'm not diving into this right now. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not diving into this right now. I got stuff I got to do tonight still. But anyway, terrifying threats sent to friend of Nolan Wells. So the judge, her family is potentially receiving a little bit of justice, if that, a little bit of justice, because terrifying threats that were made to the family. A California man has been taken into custody on federal charges from that threat. So they plan on releasing the autopsy. They arresting everybody besides everybody that had something to do with the case. So, that's cool. But once again, federal judge. All right. So here, I'll show you the whole article. Terrifying death threats sent to stepmom of Nolan Wells, friend as California man taken into custody on federal charges. The California man went behind bars after allegedly sending chilling death threats to stepmom of friend of Nolan Wells before he died. Joseph Alfredo, whatever is that's a long ass name. Accused of sending social media direct messages threatening the Jackson County judge Ashley Cole, according to court records. Judges Cole's son Warren is one of his best friends who was there when blah 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 when he died. The Wells family found dead June 6th. She went to Facebook, released a message, blah 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 blah. Anyway, they're arresting people that making threats, but they ain't arresting people or pressing charges on anybody. So nobody. So if you see reports about people going to jail tomorrow for the Nolan Wells case, yes, people are going to jail, but not the kids or not anybody that actually had to do something with his death. It's people who making death threats. And I hope more people get arrested and get their ass taken and thrown in jail for making death threats against anybody, because that's not a good thing. But once again, all right, that's all. That's all, folks. That's all I got for you. All right, the gas tank is empty, and I got a couple more things to do tonight. So I love you. I appreciate you. I hope that you enjoyed the stream. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I always appreciate y'all showing some love. I stayed on here a little longer than I even expected to tonight, but hey, anytime y'all showing love, hey, I'm here for it. No comments tonight. All right, we're gonna end on a high note. I appreciate you. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Nolan Wells coming. Nolan Wells updates coming for you tomorrow morning from around 10 to about 12ish, and then around 2 or maybe even 1 o'clock. All right, I'll have some camp updates for the Cleveland Browns and potentially Chicago Bears as well. And now, with that being said, I love you. I appreciate you. And guess what? Hey, we out. Deuces. But hey, I'll be back, and make sure you come back too. All right? That's cool? All right, I'll see you soon. Deuces.
Hey, we live now, really.